Hey everybody, welcome back to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us. It's Friday, whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah! We've had such a great day today as well. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. Day 5 of New Year, New Craft. And it's been ace actually. It's been so much fun with Becky right throughout the day. Today's New Year, New Craft has been bag making. And what I've loved most about today, I think, is the fact that we've had lots of our paper crafters tuning in to see the shows with Becky, exploring a bit of soft craft. And that's what it's all about. New year, new craft. And of course, the great thing about today too is that we've shown just how talented the wonderful Becky Swan is, because she has not only been soft crafting but paper crafting as well. Now you can go back and watch those shows previously. Check out the bag making showstopper, which I know is still available on the website. Plus on the website right now you will find a bag making / soft craft section as part of our 23% off sale that we're doing right throughout this week. If you click on the little picture of Debbie Fisher, all of the days where we've been giving you those 23% discounts will pop up for things like your paper crafting, your die cutting, your colouring. There's loads of great deals, so do have a look on the website for all of those. Now, thank you for joining us this evening for the official launch of what has been the most exciting launch of the year so far. You guys have been champing at the bit to get your hands on this since we previewed it last weekend. Now, here's the thing. We did a bit of a sneaky peek of this on Wake Up Call this morning, and it went absolutely berserk. And we had a showstopper deal, as we've been doing with all of our launches. We brought you the brand new collection with a showstopper bundle attached to it. £30, $40 worth of free Nature's Garden goodies. And here's the thing, we thought we would have enough to last the day. It went wild in Wake Up Call, and then with about 20 minutes to go, on the middle show, the showstopper deal sold out. So if you are tuning in now, the bad news is we don't have the showstopper deal with all of the freebies available. The good news is though, we do still have stock of the complete collection. It's that whole case of, I think, of, you know, if you snooze, you lose. But you're not losing really, because you are still getting the full complete collection with an amazing saving, and you're going to absolutely love it. But well done to all those of you who did manage to get the showstopper collection a little bit earlier on. We just didn't expect for it to all disappear. And
so, whoa.
Hello,
Sarah. Hello everybody, by the way. Sarah's in the house. You know it's a big launch. You know it's a big launch when I pull rank and say I'm coming this for myself. And I'm so sorry I couldn't be here to do the wake up call myself. I've been down on Channel 4 all this afternoon doing Steph's Pack Lunch. So imagine what happened when I got the call when I came off out there to say, oh, well actually it was Ben that texted me, it wasn't a call. Text said, oh great news, we've sold out your showstopper bundle. There was hell on.
Oh.
It was, so this is my show, guys, which means it's my poll. So when they asked me if I wanted a showstopper for the show, I said, well, yes, but actually you can't have a showstopper because the complete collection has everything in. And have a little look at it while I'm actually explaining to you the crack, right? So that's your bundle that's got absolutely everything, as you can see, right? Yeah. Now, the showstopper wasn't anymore... It wasn't like we normally do, where we bundle a couple of things together and give you everything on the show, because that is everything in the collection. Yeah. So actually, what I decided to do for this show was just give you a few freebies. Yes. Was give you a little goodie bag with a couple of Nature's Garden freebies in there, so that your showstopper was just your big bundle with your freebies in. This is it here. Yeah. These were the 4 freebies. I know you say, yeah. Look at you sound all positive in the corner. These were the 4 freebies that you got if you were watching the showstopper, if you were watching earlier and you got this, right? I do not think it is fair, right? But I'm going to tell you the truth, what's happened, okay? This is now sold out. Yeah. We have no more of these. This is the one that sold the showstopper out. So this is gone.
Oh, hello.
Right? That's the end of that, right? But I do not think it is fair. Just, what if you live in California and you didn't want to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to see the preview because you were planning to watch the big show with Sarah herself doing the big launch tonight? Why should you get penalised because you didn't get up in the middle of the night? I don't think that's fair, and we still have these. Now, technically, the website has sold out of the showstopper bundle. That is absolutely accurate. You're right about that, Ben. However, I'm making the executive decision that I'm still going to allow people to get these free items as a gift. Yeah. Right? So if you buy the complete collection, I'm still going to let you have these. I can't give you the embossing folder. I can't magic any more thin air. That's the end of it. But I can give you these free. So actually, can you pop the details back up for what the showstopper was? The showstopper that's sold out. I'm going to pop it on here. Right, I want you to order that still, right? I've had them go on the web and re-enable it, right? We're going to... It's a little bit of a manual workaround. You can imagine how unpopular I was doing that as everyone was leaving the office on a Friday night.
I can only imagine, because they like to leave early on a Friday.
Yeah, I'm say voodoo dolls. I'm going to have a few pins sticking in me this weekend. But I didn't want you to miss out. Now, I'm going to tell you now, there is only 100 of these. So technically, it's only 100 bundles where I can give you these free freebies, right? So I'm going to give you, there we go. We're going to allow 100 people to get this. So actually, and we are here for last chance, second chance Sunday on Sunday. So this will go, them 100 are going to go during the show, guys.
Just to very quickly tell you, I've just heard from Nicola in my ear, there's not 100 of these remaining anyway. There's only 97 of them now available.
So three of you have already found the showstopper bundle's been re-enabled. I can't do anything about that. And now everybody, I caught them as they were leaving the office and said, nobody leaves this office until you enable my showstopper bundle.
On a Friday! Ouch.
It's now the weekend. Everybody's gone home for the weekend. So when them 97 go, which could be like halfway through the show, that's the end of that. So all I'm going to say is, if you know you want the delightful daisies, please check it out quickly, because if you do, I will send you 3 free gifts. It's not the 4 that I could have sent you if you ordered it this morning. Let me know in the comments if you've already ordered it, and I'm sure you're excited about your 4 free gifts. But 3 free gifts is better than no free gifts, which is what you were going to be getting about an hour ago.
I tell you what,
you're welcome.
I mean,
you're welcome.
That's why we love her, isn't it? You see, comes in after a busy day, been down south of the country, done a TV show, found out that we sold out the showstopper, but still make sure that there is opportunity for you guys to get some of the freebies as well. 97 chances left though, and we'll keep track of that number. All right, scrap that. 94 chances remaining. So do make sure you get in, because this really will be all. Let me just say a quick few hellos, and then we'll get Sara to take you through the collection. If you've not yet seen it, it is exquisite. It's such a beautiful collection, and for this price, your jaw will hit the floor when you see just how much crafty goodies you get. Jessica's with us from Southern Illinois. Hello to Devaney in Arizona, and Kimberly in Carolina. Christine Mahoney is in. How many? You did say you were going to tell us how many paper pads, Christine. Let us know. Jennifer Dawn-Smith is back in Kansas. Monica is with us saying, hello, I bought myself several birthday presents this week from Crafter's Companion. Laurie Barnett's in from Gilbert, Arizona. Jill's in from Yorkshire. Jane's in. Jennifer saying these collections are my favourite launches. So irresistible. Hello to Beth. Hello to Terry Anderson and Matty Taylor. Hi to Helen in Derbyshire. Tina C. And also Alicia, who says good afternoon and greetings from Arkansas. Ben and Sara. Let us know if you've already picked up the bundle. Let us know if you're potentially going to be shopping in this show. And don't forget, if you can't stretch to the full bundle, you can make your own mini bundles. Buy the individual, spend £50, $50, get an extra 10% off. And I know that Sara will go over it as well. But the platinum price, $103.20 in the US. Make sure you get to your free shipping level by adding more of the consumables into your basket. Right. Let us get over to Sara and have a look through this amazing collection. So many positive comments about this, Sara. It's been so well received.
Oh, I can imagine. This is our big launch of the month. So you know we have a big one. This is in fact, not only that, this is our first big launch of the year, guys. Yeah. And can I just say, I mean, I had the pleasure of working with the team on this development. It is just beautiful. It's really uplifting. It's very springtimey. It's got those happy vibes in it. And I think this time of year, I know we're in the depths of winter, but we're looking forward to spring, aren't we? That's where, and do you know what? That must be what people are feeling, given how incredibly popular it's been today already. I was not expecting to walk into the building for the official launch and the main bundle haven't gone already.
Exactly.
I mean, I was not expecting that at all. Now, what I'm going to do is, in fact, do you know, before I start, I'm going to show you a few of the samples.
Yes, please.
Because I want you to understand it. So, the embossing folder, you are going to have kittens when I show you something. In fact, do you want to see this is the demo that I'm going to be doing a little bit later. I'm going to be showing you how to bring your gilding, how to do a bit of colouring, bringing the vellum on there. We're going to do the letterpress technique with it. But here is one of the samples that our lovely... Who's done this one here? Oh, it has to be one of our Nicole's. How gorgeous is that with the glitter on there? Foam flowers in this collection, guys. The butterflies are just beautiful. And the papers. Wait till I show you the papers. You're going to love them.
They're amazing.
Now, foam flowers in here. We are going to be doing a bit of foam flower daisy work. We've never done a daisy before before in the foam flowers. I'm going to be showing you all of that, and all of these are gorgeous vellums.
Yeah, they are.
I'll show you that in a second. How incredible are these? I'm going to show you how to colour tint them. I'm going to show you how to shape them. I've got so many techniques. Do you want to see the one that we're going to be doing later in the show?
Please.
This is what I'm going to be teaching you a little bit later in the show. Look how those daisies actually look lifelike. I'm going to be teaching you this, guys, over the course of the next 2 hours. Now, a couple of other cards I've got to show you. I mean, these are just another level. They really are. I mean, this is with the basic tag on the background, but how nice are these?
Yeah.
To be able to create your own daisies, watercolour effects, the little dragonflies and how they build into there. There is also a gorgeous edgeable stamp.
Oh,
in
yes,
here.
this is amazing.
So you've got the stamp. I'm going to teach you how to do this technique where we cut the edge off there. In fact, that might be one of my demos. Oh, no, this is it. I took inspiration from that one. You see, I've done it almost exactly. This is why we're here, guys, right? This is the card that I saw on one of our pictures on Facebook. This is the one that inspired me to go and take inspiration from, let's just say, right? So I'm going to be doing this one for you later in the show and show you how we get that lovely three-dimensional daisy technique. All of this I'm going to be covering. Paper piecing, there's one of the dies in this collection is great for paper piecing. I'm going to be showing you this later. If there is something specific that you want to see, just let me know. Look at this. There's edgeables. There's a gorgeous edgeable in this one here as well. How fabulous does that look? Nice and simple. This one as well, actually, Ben. It's just them lovely papers. And how the papers are beautiful. In fact, I'm going to start with the papers and show you the papers, okay?
Yes.
This right here is the 12 by 12 pad. Now, you know how Faye just excels, right? I think she's just gone next level again with this one, right? That is what we're talking about. The most beautiful papers. Now, as you're looking through it, remember they're all double-sided as well. So you've got like a special effect on the underside, and then you've got those daisies on the top side, and the colour palette is that lovely bright spring tones that I told you about. Now, I will tell you, I'll see if our Nicola can pop the details of the 12 by 12 pad on the bottom, because you're probably going to want to get extras, and I will tell you, Ben will tell you at the end of this, but we've got the 12 by 12 pads you can buy as an extra, or we've got a bundle.
We do.
With the 12 by 12, we do a 6 by 6 as well. We do the linen effect cardstock, and
the vellum.
We've got some vellum. So that's the 12 by 12 papers. Let me just show you while I'm on, Ben. I've got the vellums here as well,
yes,
right?
please.
These are the vellums. Now, we do a 24 sheet pack of the vellums. I think because of the amount of like lemons that we've got in there, they just look absolutely gorgeous. Now, here's the thing. They look really dark, I think, when we show them like this, right? Look at this, where we put a sheet of white behind each one. Now you get the idea. Look how delicate it is. Now, what you'll see I'm going to do throughout the course of the show is I'm actually going to teach you, Ben, how you're going to use vellum in your projects. Yeah. How you're going to bring little bits of it in, how we can get those lovely patterns, how we can tear a little bit. You saw on that lovely card that Nicole had done. Have I still got it here? Yes, look at this. How just using a little bit in an aperture like that really looks incredible. And then a little strip on the inside. What a lovely idea that is. So all of these are the vellum designs that you're going to be getting. Now, the vellums are available individually as well. Oh, look at that. One step ahead of us on the bottom of your screen, guys. Oh, yeah, the vellums are there on the bottom of the screen. We also have the pad in a 6 by 6. Now, your 6 by 6 pad's brilliant for your card making. Do not worry if you're going for the complete collection, or as you were, in fact, I'm going to leave the complete collection off the screen. You can't, I'm not even going to talk about the complete collection. No. Because at the moment, we still have 89 chances for you to get the showstopper. I'll give you a little heads up, right? What generally happens is when I'm showing everything like this, everyone stops checking out. Everyone stops checking out and just watches what I'm showing them. And then there's a rush to the checkout. So if you want, you can always go and check it out now while it's not so busy, right? Just warning you. Now, what else have we got, okay? We do have, are you ready? Some linen effect cardstock.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Look at the colours. Look how the colours perfectly match in with everything you've seen in the papers and also in the 6 by 6 pad and in the vellums and how it works. And then look at this one here. We also have the foam. These are the 3 colours of the foam because obviously you're going to be doing the daisies out of it. And I'm going to be teaching you how to do that. So if you look at it, here it is when it's made up into a daisy. This is the daisy made with your lovely textured cardstock. This is your daisy made with the foam that we've got. I'm going to teach you both of those over the course of the show. Now, just while we're touching on the rest of the kit, that is your daisy making collection, right? That's going to be what allows you to do these sort of effects, whether it's in foam or whether it's in paper. That's the set you need, okay? While we're on the dies, you've also got this set here, and this one here is giving you that edgeable. So I'm going to use this in my first demonstration because I want everybody to see how to do that. You know that lovely card that I showed you? I'm going to be teaching you all how to do this later on.
Oh, yeah.
That is using the embossing folder. Not any embossing folder, 3D embossing folder here as well, right? You know how I also said we'd be doing the edgeable?
Yeah.
This is the set that gives you that edge.
So
So can you see, you can either cut the whole thing out or you can stamp it and then use the edge dies, which is what I'm going to teach you, to cut around the edges, right? Those are your kind of cornerstone pieces. But then look at what else we've got. We've got the gorgeous die that I think is wonderful if you're doing your paper piecing.
Yeah.
So that's the one I'm going to be using to teach you a little bit of paper piecing later on. You know I said we had that lovely big daisy? If you're wanting the delightful daisies and how they come on their own, that was them there. This is the daisy die done into some lovely watercolour. Wasn't Becky using that earlier, actually?
She did a lovely demo with that.
Yes, I heard
I'll show you
about that
later
one. And then you see this little dragonfly?
Yeah.
Or on some of the other ones, you've got the little butterfly. They're the little miniatures that just add to that collection. So you've got this whole set of little miniatures going on. And then actually there's a lovely cut-in panel die with the daisies. Now that has been used on this gorgeous box here.
Oh, that's
How lovely
stunning.
is that? And then there's your little miniatures built in. There's your creation, your little daisy creations on there. That looks really stunning, especially if you do what we've done here and put the vellum behind. And we've also got in here some lovely ribbons. Now, all I'm going to say is, okay, that is a brilliant deal at £99 or $129. I know most of you watching and shopping with us tonight will be Platinum members, so your Platinum price is on the screen, even better. And if you are one of the remaining 89 people to check out, I can't give you everything that we had earlier, but I can throw 3 free presents in with your order, right? So it's only while we've got, because this is the one that's going to run out, okay? 3 free presents are going to come in with every order that we have, whilst 87, whilst we have stock available. I'm going to now focus on showing you all the things. I've got so many techniques I want to show everybody, Ben. I've been whittering on enough to kind of try and pass the time for those latecomers. Let me know if you were late.
Yeah, okay.
Like anyone's going to do that.
And
let me know. I'm going to just tidy up, Ben. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to do the first demo with some edgeables.
Amazing. There are so many lovely comments coming through. And again, look at that. 13 of you have purchased in the first 20 minutes of the show. And already hundreds of you, let's get this straight, hundreds of you have bought across the day today. It's such a popular collection. Hi to Barbara, who's joined us, and Zoe and Mary Pat. Mary Pat says, I love Sara's executive decisions.
Yeah, you guys do. My team, not so much.
Yeah, you guys are loving Sara. The guys in the office were not loving Sara at 5 to 4. Bonita's in, and Christine, hi from Derby. Sarabi's mum, hi to Mum for Boys from Nebraska. Kim Fisher is in from Wiki Watchy. Mum for Boys says, I ordered 2 paper bundles earlier. Flowers are my weakness. And I mean, the daisy as well. Such a beautiful flower. Such a gorgeous flower. Everyone loves the daisy, and that's why this collection has been flying. Hi to Bridget, who's joined us from the Netherlands. Mary Pat says, I'm super excited for Sara's demos. We get...
you should be, because they're awesome.
They are awesome.
In fact, they are particularly awesome today, guys. Particularly awesome.
So you'll be hoping to kind of get a win for demo of the day, won't you, today?
Don't get me started on demo of the whatever it is.
You might have made my wrap-up, which is going live at the end of this show.
No comment.
Daryl says, Sara, you look so nice this evening in your dress. It's lovely.
Oh, do you want a bit? It's actually, are you ready for this?
Oh, hello. Where's she going?
It's a jumpsuit.
It's a what suit?
Oh, it's a jumpsuit.
Oh.
So you can jump in it, look. Oh.
Woohoo.
It's also nice and loose, so that if Christmas was as hard on you as it was on me, it's all good.
Mimi says, hi, Sara. Woohoo. I ordered this morning. I was ready to order anyway, but this is just the icing on a great cake. Kathleen's got the set. Susie says, I ordered most of the collection as well with extra paper pads and the linen card. Laurie says this collection should stay available forever. I'm just saying, I love it. Beth is in. in from North Dakota. And hi to Roseanne Carboni, says, it's the Sarah and Ben show. What a great way to end the day. Few quick more messages. Jessica says, I ordered the bundle. Then just now I've ordered more paper with 4 pads. And Elizabeth says, I love daisies. They're my favourite flower. And I was just so happy to see this collection. I love it so much that I'm even considering in getting a second one. And Olga Vasquez, I love this idea, says, I cannot wait to try the flocking powder from the Wisteria collection on a daisy. I'm planning to use alcohol reinkers or markers to colour the white powder yellow. Hi Dieta, hi Kirsty D, hi Ingrid in Canada. Alicia's loving the collection, as is Mary Pat too. Remember, you can still get your hands on the Showstopper deal just without that cut and emboss folder that we had earlier on. And the other thing to mention too is that the majority of you will be doing this, I'm sure. Stock up on the consumables. You can buy all of the consumables individually. We do have a bundle as well that Sarah was touching on earlier, where you can get more of the 12 by 12 pads. You can get the 6 by 6 included alongside that with the linen cardstock and the vellum as well. So we'll flash up the details for that a little bit later on, but you'll find it on the website anyway. It's the consumables bundle. Add that into your basket, particularly if you're in the US and you're platinum, so you can get to that free shipping level. Elroy says, unfortunately, I missed the show this morning. I was outside shoveling. So, snow.
I'm going to guess it was snow, Ben.
Hopefully it was snow. So I missed the first deal on the daisies, but I'm darned well going to get it this time. Love that. Olga says, right with you. I told myself I wasn't going to buy anything floral because I have tons. Then this morning happened. Crafty Angie's bought the whole collection. Robbie loves daisies and says, hello, Ben and Sarah. And Laura Fair says, I'm in. I've just placed my order for this stunning collection.
Oh, I can see literally, as you guys are saying, I've placed my order. We can see them
2 more gone.
down. Oh, I love it when we keep you up to date. Right, can I get cracking on my first demo?
Let's do it.
Right, brilliant. So I'm going to start with that edgeable, and this is one of my favourite techniques to do, okay? Now, we're going to do an easel card, but incorporating the edgeable, right? I'm just going to get me low-tack tape here.
Yep.
Right, let me keep you going. So, easel cards. I'm going to go back to basics because we've had a lot of newbies come in this week for our New Year, New Craft, okay? So if you're doing an easel card, what you're going to do is you've got a regular 6 by 6 card, and what I've done is I've put a score line in the halfway point so that we then fold that back over, all right? So that you end up with just what we call a fold back card, right? And then you need a separate card of 6 by 6 as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop that onto there and we're going to form that as an easel card, right? Now, before we do all of this, what I am going to do is I'm going to die cut along the bottom and also along the top of here, okay? Yeah. So I'm going to put along the top bit. So all we do, Ben, here's your die. Now, it's an edgeable guys, which means it starts cutting here, everything above that line cuts in, everything below stays connected, right? So if I just pop that along the top of my card, you can see that it's going to cut off the side of the 6 by 6. Yeah. Always hold it in place. It's a brilliant tip on the bit that's going to cut away. So don't stick the tape below, stick the tape above, right? And then I'm just going to find myself some Gemini plates and I'm going to get that going through. As long as everybody can see what I'm doing, Ben, I'm happy to kind of take questions or, you know, if anybody, whatever you want. I'm a woman, I can multitask, she says, until I can't anymore, and then I have to go, Ben, please talk so that I can do my crafting.
Well, listen, if you have got any questions, feel free to fire them in. It's a Friday night, so you know what, nothing's off limits, really, whatever you want to ask. Maybe you want to tell us what you've bought today as well, as far as the Delightful Daisies collection is concerned. We'd love to know. Just get in touch and say hello to us this evening, particularly if you are a new crafter or maybe you've joined us this week. Let us know what you're thinking of our amazing little channel that we've got here. I've got to say hi to Peg, who says, I bought the Showstopper, 2 paper pads. Whoop, whoop. And hi to Shadiah, who says, there she goes. Hello, Sarah Speedy Gonzalez. Love ya, says Shadiah.
I thought I was going a bit slower today. Can I just say what I'm doing? I'm cutting on the bottom now, so I'm cutting away from this part and I've cut away from the top part. Yeah. As long as you're all following what I'm doing. Yeah. And because we're going to the gym, I'm going to pop it this way. Again, I've got my clear, I've got my magnetic, I've got my top plate. Going to send this through, give this another little cut there. Right.
Crafty Angie's arrived saying, so I'm late, but hello to everyone. And Betty Gossel from Oklahoma says, I'm anxious to combine this with the farmhouse collection. Do you know what we were chatting about this earlier on? It's a lovely collection that will cross-pollinate with lots of our other Nature's Garden collections, won't it?
Do you know, it really will. It will really well. Now, I'm just going to get these last couple of bits popped out, and then you'll see how we can bring together I love doing these. Basically, when you use your edgeable, right, doing an edgeable, but doing it onto the sides of an easel, to me, bit of next level crafting that, right? Looks really fabulous. So, there's the base of my easel. There's the top of my edgeable. Can you see we've got that pattern on both? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go, just as you would do normally, going to pop this on here, line this all up there, and you can see there is the base of my card.
That's brilliant.
Now, what I've done, Ben, is I've just got a couple of bits of the 12 by 12. Now, what I will do is get Ben to re-show you that 12 by 12 in just a second, because the paper's at to die for. Now, I'm just going to issue one warning, right? The warning being, we don't reprint any of these paper pads, right? And one of the reasons why we don't reprint them, guys, is we're always bringing new stuff out, but then also it's very expensive paper, and the price of paper has gone through the roof the last couple of years, okay? So we get what's called the economies of scale. We bring thousands and thousands of these in for the launch, which is when we get the best price. If we were to repeat this paper pad and only order a couple of thousand, say, instead of all the thousands that we do, instead of the paper pad being the price it is, it would be £5 or $7, even more expensive, right? Okay. So the reason we can do the pricing on the paper pads is the sheer volume that we bring in. So if you're loving them and you want them, now you'll kind of understand where we're at, why we're at with them, and why we do that, right? Hopefully. So, but all that means is when it goes, and with the last couple of ranges, the paper pads have sold out long before the rest of the range. That is why, right? Now, I've got that lovely base card, so there is my actual nice starter point where you've got the cut at the bottom and the cut at the top. It's really easy to do. It's just now whatever it is you want to do to take it to the next level. So for me, Ben, what I've got is I've got just some white cardstock, and I've got a couple of bits of the coloured cardstock, and I'm going to cut out some of these lovely flowers, right? So my daisies need to cut out in the white. And the leaves are going to need to cut out in the green. And then what I am going to do is cut out one of my little pieces out the top in this colour here. Right, now I'm going to do these in cardstock. And I'm going to use the mini because it's just nice and quick. So as long as everyone can see what I'm doing, Ben, again, I'm going to go and I'm going to keep crafting while you all keep chit-chatting. I'm loving the chit-chat tonight, by the way, guys. Please keep it up.
There is a lot of chit-chat. It's a few questions as well. And do you know what? You guys are asking the questions. There were so many questions for Leanne yesterday and on Tuesday of saying, oh, can we have this? Can we have that? Can we have the other? And I know a lot of the answers were, oh, potentially we'll look at it later down the line. But as they say up here, shy bairns getting out.
That is a saying up here. You can tell he's a proper northerner now.
Well, yeah, like shy bairns getting out. Like
shy bairns getting out.
And Tammy says, would this potentially be available for a download down the road?
Right, so we generally make the downloads available when we run out of the paper pads. Yeah. And I'm just going to put it out there. Based on how many paper pads have sold today, I'm pretty sure we're going to sell out of the paper pads. Yes. So it's in your guys' control. You guys get ordering the paper pad. Once they're gone, I'm pretty sure that's exactly where we'll be.
Susie just telling me that someone earlier suggested a USB of downloadable favourite paper pads.
Oh.
Maybe for a birthday celebration one year, like a top 10 paper pads on a USB.
Well, do you know what? We just had a meeting last week about birthday week products for this year.
Oh, yeah?
I've got them all planned already, you know.
Oh, yeah, and what can you tell us?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. You tried to lull me into that false sense of security there, didn't you? You think I'm stupid. Oh, no, I don't need two of them. Just get one. Yeah, I know what you're doing, Moseby. I'm totally clued up to that. Right, are you ready? I'm going to show you how we're going to create a lovely little floral here, right? Couple of little tips to help it go next level, right? So there's the middle of my flower. Watch what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to use one of my Spectrum pens, right? So I'm going to start the lighter shade. And then actually what I want to do is, I think there's a nice grey in here somewhere. Yeah, it is. And I'm just going to blend that right out over the surface. And I just think it gives it like a nice three-dimensional feel as it was. Maybe it's a tiny little bit more on there. I'll go with the slightly darker shade. So I'm going in with a darker one here. So once I've got a nice base of alcohol on there, dark into the lighter one. And then when we've got the lighter one, we're going to take that. It's like, almost like a blender pen.
Yeah, yeah.
And blend that whole thing out, right? So we've got 3-dimensional centerpieces to go on all of, to go into our flowers, right?
Okay.
Now on these ones here, while I've got that nice light pen, look what I'm going to do. I'm just going to draw a couple of little bits up from the edges like that, right?
Okay.
And especially if you've got any of the tricolour brush pens.
Oh, yes.
The brush pens just absolutely help you take it a little bit to the next level, right? So I've got the lighter one, I've got the medium size one as well here. So I'm just taking them and just adding a little bit of colour. Now, even if this is too light, what you can do is you can always use one of your blender pens just to bleach it out even further. So I think I'm going to do a slightly different flower to what I planned here, just because I've got one of each of these cut and I can show you them. And then I've got this little bit of flower here. Now, if you get out your mat, ours is looking a little bit,
well loved.
let's just say dishevelled at the moment, right? And I want to make this look a bit dimensional. I'm going to use my lovely big ball tools. Thank you, Nicola. Lovely big ball tools. Look at this. And we're going, and I'm just, maybe if you look at it from the front, actually, it's a good idea, that, Jazz, right? As I give that a bit of a rub like that.
Oh, yeah.
Look how it's really starting to look.
Yeah.
Very, very dimensional, right? So we've got them going there. I can also do the same on my leaves, just giving the leaves a little bit of a rub over the back. These ball tools are absolutely brilliant for that.
They are crafting essential.
And then I'm going to do the same with the back of this one, except I'm going to raise it up the other way, right? So now, when I'm ready to put everything together, if I just come in with my glue gun, just for speed, right? I can go in the middle. Oh, I don't think this glue gun's very happy. We used to have fun with the non-happy glue guns, Ben, didn't we?
I think I got the unhappy glue gun most nights on the tour,
Yeah, I think you did get the unhappy glue gun most nights.
You're like, yeah, you have that one, Ben.
I've just turned that round the other way, right? So I'm going to go in with the next piece in there, just positioning all that together.
Yeah.
And then again, a little globule in the middle. And I can put this shaped piece just over there.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Look how it's starting to come together.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then also, just on the back here, so I'm just going to pop that behind on this one. So again, just a couple of little, tiny little bits, and I'm only using the hot glue for speed here, right?
And just a few people have asked what colour marker you use, that light colour marker you use on the
That
Daisy.
one there was the ice grey blend.
Nice, thank you.
Right? So there's my lovely shading. There's a nice little and look how dimensional it is.
So good.
When you look from the side, I mean, that's pretty awesome, that.
Yeah.
And you watch me do that in just a couple of seconds, really, didn't you? Right? So you're going to do a couple of little daisies to go on the front of your project. Now, look at the ones I've done here. Tiny little bit different, right? I did it where I did 2 of the big ones, or 2 of the little ones, or 1 of the little small ones.
Brilliant.
Right? So to bring the whole project together, first of all, you need a stopper. So I've just got a stamp here, I'm here for you. Now, I wonder if we have any extra large foam pads. Oh, my word, we actually do.
Well, that's the result. You couldn't find them the other day, could we?
I think that's why we've got them today. I think Tracy knows that I like me big foam pads, guys. I like me big. Really important as well, that I like them for speed on TV.
Yeah,
I know Craig's all good with his faffy stuff. You know, like me, I like to be Speedy Gonzales. How many demos can I knock out me show, right? So there we go. I'm going to go onto the front with there. I'm here for you. And then I need my little stopper at the bottom. Okay. So I'm just going to go with a couple of these for a stopper at the bottom. Oh, peel the backing off you. Yeah, I think I might add that right in the middle down here. And now here's the thing, right? Let me show you this from the front. If you want this, so you can have different levels of standing up.
Yeah.
This is standing up very proud. This is laid quite flat, right? However you want it. So I'm going to go quite stepped up now, right? So if that's the case, I'm going to go quite near the back of my card, which means that this is quite a stood-up easel like that.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that a difference to if you have it down here?
Yeah.
And it's all just about where you position that stopper, okay? That's about as far back as I think is comfortable. You still need a little bit of angle on it, right? And then I'm going to try and do this back to front upside down for you. So let's have a little one of these down here. Get that glue gun back up and go for speed. Do you know, I love that little sentiment as well, Ben. It's just a bit different, isn't it?
It is. Just not a nice card to send to somebody just to let them know that you're thinking of them.
You're thinking of them.
Yeah.
Look, I was going to try and do this upside down, back to front, looking in the camera, but I might just give myself a little bit of... There you go. I'm here for you up there. And then, oh, do you know what I did? I did a lovely one of them, little mini butterflies.
Oh, yes.
So I've done one in the yellow and then one in the white to go on the top. And I think I'll just put that down the bottom here.
There's so many of you, just whilst we're watching Sarah sticking, saying that you've ordered this. Ingrid B got the whole kit, and caboodle. Bonita says, even though I've already got extra paper, I'm getting more. I know that I'll cry when they're gone.
Yeah,
like Sarah...
if you are going to be a crier when it's gone, guys, yes, get it, because I'm not being funny, I can't magic them out of thin air, right?
No.
It's kind of a business decision that we say, we bring them in, we bring thousands of them in, we get a really great price, we do you the best deal, and then we move on to the next one.
Yeah.
So if you know you love it, you know, just plan for it. It's not our first rodeo here, guys. How many of you have done this and had your fingers burnt many times? This paper pad, Ben's going to show you, absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I've used 2 tiny little bits there on a nice, simple card. Now, if you missed me at the beginning of the show, guys, I'm going to do this card. I'm also going to do, I think I might do this next.
Yes, please.
I'm going to show you a lovely technique of how to use the embossing folder with a lovely letterpress technique in the background. We're going to be doing a deep dive on some foam flower forming. So exactly the same technique that we've just done with the card, but I'm going to be doing it with some foam.
Yep.
Hopefully I'm going to get chance as well in the show to show you some paper piecing.
Oh,
got a lovely
yes,
paper piecing technique. And actually I must show you how to use the stamp set.
Yes.
And do the daisy jumping off the page, and a little bit of colouring technique in there as well. Looks fabulous. Those are the demos I'm going to plan for this show. I've got more than that, but I think that's probably everything I might get done in 2 hours. And if there's something you want to know about, something you want to see, let me know. Honestly, the best shows to ever be in watching are the launch dates, because the only time we can guarantee we've got everything for you. And also, if you missed me at the beginning of the show, Ben did explain that the showstopper bundle, so we have the everything collection, right? So you can see in front of Ben, there's literally everything that we have, and that is £99 on offer or $129, okay? Now, the showstopper bundle, I can't actually add anything else in because that's everything you need. So as a freebie, I was giving everybody 4 free gifts from the past Nature's Garden collections. It's a little bit of a whet your appetite bonus thing, right? Now, the problem is, that is what we ran out of earlier. There's one of those items completely sold out. So what we've agreed is we can still give you 3 free gifts. It's not 4, but it's better than none, right? So we've got 3 free gifts, and if you get the showstopper, if you manage to get it, if you're one of the remaining 83 people, you will get this, and we will send you the extra 3 free gifts, which Ben will show you. However, I have pulled every string that I can pull, and we could only have 100. Yep. So once they're gone, there's no point. I think when we say, oh, you did get 4, now I'm going to get 2 free gifts, it's not really relevant. So we're still managing to keep that there. It's just to get us through this launch show, basically.
Absolutely, and we will take a short break very shortly, because I know there's a lot of people with these in their baskets. There's 18 now remaining. That will go down. We'll have a break, and when you come back, you'll find that more people will have checked out their baskets. So much positivity about this collection that I can't even begin to tell you. I'll read a few comments. It's so busy. We have, thank you, 100...
Just in case you forgot how nice my card was.
We will never... Can you also... can you chuck me that linen cardstock over as well?
Go on, yeah.
Thank you. Love, love, love this awesome Daisy bundle, says Rachel Prine. Sarah says the colour palette of this new collection is so beautiful. Daisies are such a happy flower, aren't they? Aren't they a happy flower? I'm so excited for this collection. Cindy says, I got the earlier showstopper. I love this collection. It might be my favourite so far. I'm somewhat of a newbie. She joined us in September last year, and she says she's now shopping for an extra paper pad. Sandy's bought the bundle yesterday. She said, I wish I'd got an extra paper pads. Get them today. They're still available. You can get the paper pads, you can get the bundle, which I'll show you in just a second, or you can get individuals. C God says, hi everyone, I've just got the bundle and some extra paper. Julie Barlow says, I made you another order for some more paper pads. What I will say to you is, please, 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 if you've already bought the bundle, please get more of the consumables, get more of the papers, because you'll only kick yourself if you just get the bundle, you use up all these glorious papers, and then you want to do some more crafting and you run out of papers, and you come back to the website to order them and they're sold out, and they won't be back. So you may as well, particularly if you're in the US and you're platinum, you're just shy of that free shipping, you need to do it anyway to get to your free shipping and handling, and order as many of these as you think you might need, and then order some more. If you don't want to go for the full bundle of the 12x12, the 6x6 and the vellum, you can make up your own mini bundles. Maybe you want, I don't know, 3 of the 12x12s, 1 of the 6x6 and a couple of vellums. Do it that way, because you can spend £50, $50 and get an extra 10% off your bundle that way. But whichever way you go, please order more. I just think this is the most beautiful, beautiful paper pad. One of the best that we've done. I love the fact as well that we've incorporated this kind of wood effect on the reverse of a lot of the papers once again. Similar to what you've seen in some of the previous paper pads that we've done. I think it just works so well for your mats and layers to have that alongside the beautiful artwork of all of these glorious daisies that you've got on the front. So many of you have commented about this paper pad. We know how much you love your florals, and this really is one of the best, I think, that we've done. And like you said, daisies are gorgeous for all occasions, you know, for birthdays, for anniversaries, you know, even we talked about earlier on for sympathy cards as well. I mean, we don't like to talk about making those, but you've got plenty in here that you can use for all occasions. It is stunning. You're going to get that double-sided, 36 sheets in total, and alongside that, you'll get the mini version of it. So the 6x6 incorporates everything that you've just seen here in the 12x12. It's a mini version of it, basically, shrunken down for your card making. The vellum is gorgeous too, as we've gone through. You're getting 24 sheets of this beautiful vellum. Again, absolutely beautiful. And I love the fact that we're going to incorporate this into some demos as well. A lot of you seem to be a little bit more hesitant and a little bit more scared about using your vellum. So again, if you've got any questions about that you want to ask, please feel free. But you're certainly going to be seeing this being used over the course of the show. And again, it all matches beautifully. There's no thought having to go into this. And that's why, again, this collection, if you are quite new and you're overawed by this and thinking, my goodness me, there's so much in this set, it's really accessible for everybody, particularly when it comes to your mats and layers and making your cards and all these kind of things, because all of the papers match, all of the vellums match, and then the cardstock that we bring you as well, this beautiful linen cardstock, it's all done in the colours that are within the pattern paper. So again, you don't even have to think about your mats and layers that way. You don't have to think to yourself, oh, I need to go and buy extra cardstock that matches. We've done it all for you. We make it so easy so that you can go back, you can re-watch the couple of demos that Becky did earlier on. You've got this show where Sarah's going to be smashing out more demos over the course of the next hour and 20 minutes. There you, I am. So you've got the voice of God there. So you've got so much inspiration, and that's why I'm so passionate about this place and why you guys love us. We give you the goods, but then you're not sat at home going, oh, what do I do now? I've got no idea where to start. You've got loads of demos. You've got loads of ideas that you can come back and watch, and you know later down the line there'll be masterclasses on this, there'll be craft-alongs on this, so you can come back and get more of that content to get the very, very best out of this collection. That's the consumable set. So everything I've just shown you there, 12x12, 6x6, your vellum and your A4 linen cardstock is in that bundle with a 5% saving, less your Club Inspire discount, so you're down to £36 or $48. I would encourage you to add that into your basket with your main bundle because, as I say, you'll go through the paper and the card and you'll only kick yourself if you come back and you can't buy any more. Jane says, hi Ben and Sarah, wow, I've just ordered that Showstopper Delightful Daisies and the Academy of Colour Cute Characters. That's still available. I'm loving the show. Ingrid B's bought the whole collection. Libby's in saying, hi Sarah, what a great launch. I tried to sit on my hands because I ordered so much over the birthday week, the Wisteria collection, Black Friday and the January sale. Oh well, it fell in my basket. Not my fault. Don't blame yourself, Libby. Stephanie says, I ordered the complete collection yesterday. I wish I'd waited to get the bonuses, but oh well, I can't wait to get the collection. And Lillian says, I've just realised I haven't even seen the whole bundle yet. I like the font on the stamp. There's so many comments coming through. I'm going to stop chatting because I want you to do is check out your baskets. This has dropped dramatically. When you consider how many hundreds of you have bought this over the course of the last, I don't know, 12 hours or so, literally everyone's got it, but we've still got people jumping in and grabbing it now. If you are one of those people that have joined us on this show and you're thinking you've missed out, there's 77 chances left to get the Showstopper with those added extras, and then that will be that. But there's time for you to check out now. So head to the checkouts, whatever you've got in your basket, get it checked out, come back with us in about 3 minutes time. Sarah's got loads more demos, and any more questions you want to fire our way, then please do. Let's make it a nice interactive final hour of the week, and we'll come back in just a few moments' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook. where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You did.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? Yeah, we'll do it. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Tired of trying to get creative in a cluttered craft space? Sick of wasting precious time hunting for the tools and supplies you need? Then it's time to get organised. Start the new year with a fresh new look for your craft workspace with Totally Tiffany. Join us from Monday the 16th of January to Sunday the 22nd for a week of amazing shows dedicated to turning your craft space into a haven of creativity. Tiffany herself will be popping into Crafters TV with craft storage solutions to keep your entire collection organised, accessible and easy to find. Check out the Crafters Companion website and tune in to Crafters TV every day for a series of special sales, offers and shows. Plus a one-off US warehouse clearance show with Sarah and Tiffany. You won't want to miss out on this opportunity to go from cluttered to creative.
Yeah, it's all kicking off next week. There's so much to look forward to in January, isn't there? Seriously, got some great shows lined up right across next week. And don't forget this weekend as well, really exciting. Becky's going to be here tomorrow with Corinne with the first ever Sew Along.
Oh, can I just say, whose idea was that?
Not mine. I knew it would be. All the good ideas, you see. And then Sunday, we've got our tremendous wrap-up show from New Year, New Craft as well. So lots to look forward to, and for our US viewers as well, big preview show, extended preview show coming up Sunday. Few more comments and then we'll move on. By the way, loads of you checked out your baskets during that break. If you were thinking of taking your time, let me just reiterate to you that you cannot do that. 77 chances we had before the break. Another 9 of you have checked out during the break. So there's 68 of the showstopper deals remaining. Kate's joined us saying, hi, I hope everyone's having a fab Friday. We are joining late, but I couldn't miss the launch of this drool-worthy Daisy collection.
Oh, drool-worthy, I like that.
Scrap Care says, I love the Daisy stamp and the colours of the collection so much. I'll be combining it with light blues in spring. I'm crafting some Easter cards as well with the Sun Bunny Loves You whilst watching. Again, it's a lovely collection for like Easter cards, Mother's Day cards, isn't it?
Do you know, that's a really great idea. Do you want me to remind you again what I'm going to be showing you, okay?
Yeah.
I am going to be teaching everybody how to do that, where you stamp and cut cut around the edge of it using the dies, and some brilliant colouring techniques with it. I've got this lovely dome-fronted one where I'm going to show you how to do the three-dimensional foam flowers, but we're going to be doing them with the lovely daisies. All being well, if I don't run out of time, I've also got some paper piecing that I want to be doing. But actually, the one that I wanted to do first, Ben, was I wanted to show everybody how to do that brilliant technique if you're wanting to use the ink inside the embossing folder. A lot of people might not have seen that technique before. It's a lovely one to do. So I'm going to get started with that one next, guys, right?
Nice one. Can we also bump up the demo list, the dome front card demo, because Alicia wants to see that?
The dome front one. Okay, Alicia, I'll do that one after this one for you.
Nice one.
Right, excellent. So, here we go. Embossing. Now, bear in mind, this is a 3D embossing folder, okay? So, can you see this? If you have a little feel of it, on the side where it says Nature's Garden, that's all the raised up bits of the daisy.
Yeah.
On the underside is all of the indented daisies. When you're doing your inking technique, you need to feel where the indentations are. That's the side we're putting our ink on here, right? So, look at this. I'm going to use some grasshopper here, and I'm just going to put the ink onto the back. Now what will happen is it won't go in where you've got the indentations, so I think you might be able to see it there. In fact, look, I'll put this white behind it. Now you can see it. Can you see
perfect.
The ink doesn't go where you've got the indentations, it only goes onto the raised up bits. So you get all of the ink into there. I'm then going to take this, pop it on here like this, close my embossing folder up. Now, because it's a 3D embossing folder, the sandwich combination is your base plate, then ignore your other base plate. You want your clear and your magnetic, and your magnetic shouldn't be touching the rollers. So you want your clear and your magnetic, your base plate. We're going to send that through your Gemini, and it doesn't matter whether you're going through the Gemini, the Junior, you put it upside down one way, upside down the other way. It pushes all of your cardstock into the folder, and then what happens, you only get the ink on the background there. Isn't that really clever, right? Now, what I'm going to do from here is I'm actually going to give my petals a little bit of colour. So I'm going to use that lovely ice grey blend that I was using before, but also a good pen to have is always your blender pen. So watch this. I'm going to see how George can get it nice and close, right? And I'm just going to pull a few little bits up from the ends of my daisies like this. Now, because it's 3D, it's actually really easy to work from because it's so raised up here, Ben, right? Now, I'm actually quite happy with the level of grey that I've got on there. However, if you ever wanted to dilute it down, right, all you're going to do is you're going to take that blender pen. In fact, I'll just put a little bit of my grey on, and then I'll show you what we can do with the blender pen. So we've got this in here like this. Comfortable with all of that, right? So you could take your blender and you could actually just blend that right back in the other way if you wanted. I don't think there's any need to, but it's just if you wanted to bleach out a little bit more of that grey still. I might do it a bit around these ones. You can just bleach out a little bit more of the grey and just blend it all in a bit more. So look how much more dimensional that daisy looks than these ones, right? And then in the centre, I'm going to use the golden yellow, right? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to start off. And the brush pens are so much easier if you're doing these sort of, if you want a watercolouring technique, but with your alcohol pen. So I'm going down with the darkest one, the lightest one, sorry, give it a nice alcohol base. Then I'm going to put my colour around the outside like this, right, in like a semicircle shape. Blend from the darkest to the medium. So you're just doing little circular motions all the way around the end there. So now we're in like a cup shape, I think is the best way to describe it. And then I'm going to come in with my lightest shade and blend that right back out in circular motion. So we end up with that lovely three-dimensional centre. Now that's still wet in that the alcohol hasn't evaporated from that yet. But what you then want to do, if you want to make it a bit shiny, a little bit of your gilding wax. In the centre, just pop that down there as well. Maybe there's a couple of little bits on the inside of the daisy too. How fabulous. Oh, I've got a little bit too much around the edge there, but how fabulous does that look with a little bit of that ink on there? We've got the Empire and Renaissance on the show, actually. If you want some gilding wax in a little bundle, so pick that up. And then last thing I'm going to do, if I can find where on earth I've just put it, here we go. I'm going to use my paper crimper. And I'm going to go around the outside here and just distress the edges of the embossing folder, of the embossed piece like this, right? Amazing. So you want to do all your colouring, then just distress around the edges a little bit. Instead of me doing the whole thing, here's the one that I've done where I've let the alcohol evaporate, I've distressed all the edges. That is the sort of effect that you're going to get, right? Now I'm going to do exactly the same. If you've not seen our edge distresser before, guys, right? Look how easy it is to do all of this, right? I'm just going to go all the way round the edge just to give this a little bit of a finish. Do you know what would really add a nice finish as well? If I had, do you know if we've got any glossy highlights or any of the glitter pens on, Ben?
We have got the glossy highlights and the glitter pens on the show.
They would look lovely. Oh, right. I'm going. In that case, then I'm going to edge crimp around the edge of here, and then I'm going to go and add a little bit of my glossy highlights into the centre of those daisies as well.
Brilliant.
A little bit of sparkle as well. So as long as you can see what I'm doing, Ben, you can talk.
I'm just going to say for me as well, that effect that you've created with that embossing foil, it's almost got like sort of like a hand-drawn sort of sketched effect to it. I think it's so effective the way you created that, and I absolutely love it. And I hope you guys as well will take these ideas home and get having a go. Anne wants to know, can you show the daisy chain die again? I'll show you the full bundle in just a little while, and you say I ordered it, but I'd love to see it in more detail. We will do. Connie's bought the whole thing. Evelyn says, I love the collection. She's got it. And Robbie says, love this collection. I immediately fell into my basket and my fingers danced over the get it now button. I can't wait to get it. And Cynthia wants to know, what was the colour that Sarah was using on the daisy again?
The colour that I use on the daisy, I've just used the ice grey blend, and in the centre I used the golden yellow blend as well.
Excellent.
I've distressed around the edge of this little piece of cardstock as well, just to let you know, all right? Watch this, Ben, actually, before I go on the next bit. I'm going to pop this on here, but then I've got a little bit of the vellum, right? So I've just got a tiny little bit of the vellum, and I've torn the edges of the vellum. Now, you can tear them, and you can even, if you want, distress them a bit further with your paper crimple if you want to, right? But I'm going to pop this on here, and I'm going to wrap that round, because I think the vellum just gives it another level again, right?
It's nice to see you using vellum, because Terry messaged me back saying she loves using vellum, but a lot of people seem to be a little bit scared of knowing how to use their vellum. Yeah,
look at that tiny little... I've got a few ideas on here to build that into, so I will build that up as we're going. Look at this, I'm going to pop that on the front of my card now. I want to lift that up, so I'm going to use those 3D foam, and then I'm going to find some of the glossy highlights and also some of the sparkle pens, so you can off you go, and I'll keep going and showing everyone what we're doing.
Excellent. Terry's just wanting to know multi-purpose or watercolour card for the embossing.
Well, I used multi-purpose there, but actually I used multi-purpose because I was using the what do you call it? What do you call it? The
what?
What pens?
Oh, the
alcohol-based pens.
Yeah.
I was using the alcohol-based pens, right? However, if you're not using alcohol-based pens and you're using water pens, then absolutely you want to use your watercolour. Do you know I've got no clear sparkle pen?
You got what?
I was going to use the clear sparkle and show you how to add it. I was also going to use some glossy highlights, and I've got some.
I've got some glossy highlights here if you need
I've got glossy highlights. Look, I'm just going to add it into the centre of here. So we've got colour.
Yeah.
Oh, God, we're not going to have anything in a minute if I don't get this out. No, I don't think I am. I'm going to have to poke a bit of hole in this, Ben.
Do you want a new bottle?
Have you got... Yes!
Come on.
Right, he's coming in.
Come on over.
Just double check.
Get that open.
Oh, do you know what? I've given it a good poke.
Oh, have you done it now?
Well, we'll soon find out. Let's have a little look. Yes!
Oh, yeah, easy.
Look at that, right? So, if you want to do the centre of the daisy three-dimensional, get yourself plenty of glossy highlight. Oh, hey. And also, don't leave the lid off your glossy highlight.
Sure you don't want my fresh new bottle?
I'm trying really hard. Oh, look at that. Maybe I don't. Right? So I might have to take... I haven't said that. That's going to look pretty awesome when maybe.
How does that take to dry again, the glossy highlight?
Well, given how much I've just put on, quite a while.
About a week.
However, usually I would just leave it kind of overnight as it was.
Okay.
Look, I've only got a couple of little centres to show you here, haven't I? But how good is that glossy highlight going to look? Yes.
Amazing.
And it's these sort of things. There we go. That's giving it a revive of life, that. Absolutely. It's just going to add so much dimension to your project.
We've got the glossy highlights on the show. Bottom of your screen if you want to grab 2 bottles today. $8.98 or $10.42 before your discount.
Nice. Right, I've just got a little hello on there, Ben.
Yep.
I'm just going to add.
Whilst you're sticking, Donna says I've got the complete collection. I've added extra paper, so I got free shipping. Yes!
That's the way to do it.
Betty says, I love this collection. I swore that I wasn't going to buy anything this week, and I couldn't resist. It will go so well with my sunflower collection, says Betty.
Yes, it will. Oh, do you know, it's no accident, guys, when we make all these collections work really well together.
Yeah.
You've got to remember the same people have been working in our team for years now, working on all these products, and they're always bringing up the old collections and looking at how we can cross-pollinate between designs, how you can work it all together. Obviously, when we demonstrate them, we only demonstrate them with the new collection, because
Yes, exactly.
anybody new coming to us can't buy them old ones, so we can't demonstrate all things that we can't then make available for them, but doesn't mean that you can't do all of that when you get it home. Look at that. Is that not just utter class on a card?
I've got to tell you, I think that's my favourite make of the day.
Oh, have a little look from the front. Are you sure?
Well, do you know what? Before you even did the card, what did I say was my favourite part of the kit? What was my favourite part of the kit, though? The embossing folder. Thank you. So the fact that you've done an amazing demo with it.
Well, in that case, then I'll bring it over and I'll give you add it to your little pile, and you can sit and look at it while I get ready for the next demo.
Thank you. It's going to be such a great final hour of the show. It is amazing.
I'm going to have to get my craft on then.
Oh, it's all right.
Is it?
Maybe just lay it down.
We'll stand it up there.
Okay.
Right.
I put it there because I'm going to knock it if not. There
Here
we
you
go.
go. I'll get you a cloth to clean up my mess.
Thank you. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Thank you.
Excellent. Right.
Whilst I'm cleaning...
Doing dome card next to some foam flower ridge.
That's for you, Alicia, the dome card.
Hashtag on it.
Hashtag on it. The collection is beautiful. I love daisies. I've named my dog Daisy, says Rose. I named my daughter Daisy. I love daisies so much. Eleanor Schwing Jones says, I love that embossing folder. Those daisies look so pretty. Mariah says, hi all from Hamburg. Hi, Mariah. Excited to get this collection, the sewing collection, and the sew along tomorrow. 6 o'clock tomorrow night, the sew along, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Donna says, I've got this complete collection. I've had extra paper. And Cindy says, FYI, I'm shopping paper, and my personal opinion is that the Garden Gnomes 12 by 12 paper pad is made to go with this set. Well, that's the thing. Whatever you fancy, whatever you want. Think. Yeah, whatever you want. Quick question from Terry, who says, once the glossy highlights dry, can you then colour it with your pens?
Oh, I haven't tried that, but I don't see any reason why not.
Right.
Would that be amazing?
That would be.
Can we just have a minute to appreciate that I'm actually tidying up after myself?
OK. We didn't tidy up over yourself over here. I had to do it.
That's true. I've got no comeback for that.
No. Sorry. Very quickly, if you do want to get the glossy highlights, details up on your screen there. 2 bottles of very handy, and again, a perfect partner to go with this collection. These are the kind of, what was that? These are the kind of bits and pieces that you can grab if you want to get to that free shipping. £7.18 for your 2 bottles, or $8.34 platinum. That is with a 25% saving. And then again, maybe you do want to, and we encourage you to do this, by the way. Sometimes we do get comments and people going, oh, am I allowed to copy the demos? Am I allowed to? Yes, that's what we're here for. We absolutely want you to copy all of the demos that our guys bring to you.
If it makes you feel any better,
yeah.
I copy my demos from our other people's cards, so I do it, right? So, for example, right, this is the card that I saw on Facebook that our lovely Nicole had made with this. This is the demo I've planned for you.
Okay.
Right? So, yes, I was slightly different size, but then I couldn't see it just from a picture. But the whole purpose of the cards is for us to give you ideas to copy off.
Exactly right, yes. And that's what we say. That's one of the reasons why you love us so much, is that you watch the shows, you buy the products, and then you go home and you've got loads of inspiration. If you want to copy that last demo, by the way, these are the 2 gilding waxes that you can pick up. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. You've got your Renaissance and your Empire Gold gilding wax. That again with a 25% saving, £14.38 platinum, or $20.38. And again, what you will find, 30ml pots, but these really do go a long, long way. You will know if you've seen shows previously where we've used these, that it's just a touch that you need. So those pots do literally last so long. I think it's maybe Debbie Robinson who says like she literally bought some gilding wax like years ago, and she's still using the original pots that she bought. So those really are a great investment. Last you a heck of a long time. £14.38 or $20.38. And if you do want to add a bit of glitter and sparkle to your projects as well, then what about your glitter marker collection? You're getting the 2 sets of 6 here. You've got the neon, and then you're also going to be getting your vibrant florals as well. So some really nice colours that you can incorporate in with your Delightful Daisies collection. And again, with this, a 20% saving for those 2, £15.34 platinum or $21.70. Really worth thinking about if you are getting, as I say, towards that free shipping and you need items which are going to work as perfect partners with the collection. I can highly recommend those alongside the glossy highlights and the gilding wax as well. Donna says, I love the gilding wax. There you go. go, echoing what I've just said. They last so long. Also, says Kate in California, what a fabulous card that was. It was a fabulous card.
Thanks, Guy. Can I just say, it's lovely getting back in for a launch day show and being able to do all these demos. I haven't done a launch day show for like well over a month. I forgot how much I love them when you've got everything in the range and play.
Yeah, and can I just say, I know I said it last time, and I'm not, trying to suck up to the boss. But
he's just about to suck up to the boss.
Yeah, but no, I'm just echoing what everyone else says, because obviously, with you with your very busy schedule, we in recent times have only seen you on big sales shows and whatnot, and I think I'm right in saying this because all you guys say it as well. Isn't it lovely to see Sarah back in crafting as well? Because we haven't seen a lot of that recently, so it's lovely.
I know. Do you know? It's big sales shows. We just don't get a second to do it, do we?
No,
not?
don't get time.
And that's why I was so cross that I was going to be coming into the show tonight and we were going to sold out of the showstopper. Because I know you would have all still bought the big collection, but I didn't want you to feel penalised for the fact that you didn't get up in the middle of the night to watch the preview. As much as I appreciate all those of you that do get up and the first thing you do is watch the wake-up call show, whether it's watching it live or watching it back, you shouldn't need to. If we've got a big launch at 6 o'clock on a night, we didn't expect it to be so popular that our main deal sold out before we got to it. So at least the next 55 of you can still get the showstopper. And as Ben said, so basically you're getting everything in the collection, but we were giving you like a little bundle of 4 free gifts that went from the past Nature's Garden collections along with this. One of them's gone, but you can still have 3 of them for the next 55 people. Right, I'm almost ready with my demo. Give us 2 minutes, Ben.
All right, 2 minutes. I will quickly rattle through because I know there's a few people saying there's particular things that you want to see from the collection. So first of all, for Anne, who wanted to see that daisy chain edgeable, that is that for you there, Anne. So have a good look at that one. That's included. I love the fact that we've included a daisy chain in there as well, because as we were chatting about earlier on, it evokes a lot of memories, doesn't it, from back in the day when we all used to, sit down and... I mean, I didn't make it. I don't think I ever made a daisy chain as a kid, but my sister always did, and always...
You must have done.
I don't think I did. But my sister did. She always used to plonk them on my head or make me little, little daisy bracelets and stuff. So takes you back a few years. I imagine you probably made a few, did you, Sarah, as a kid?
Used to love making daisy chains.
Yeah, super cute. You're going to get that charming daisy die in there as well. That, again, just screaming to be paper piece. Hopefully we'll get onto the demo with that a little bit later on so that you can see that happening. This dainty daisy, gorgeous. And actually, I did promise that I would show you. This was the card that Becky made on Wake Up Call this morning, just multi-cutting that beautiful die, creating...
And how cute is that? Becky, I love that idea.
Yeah. Really
and look at she's got the double edgeables on the sides.
Yeah.
I tell you what, for a sewer, she ain't half bad, is she not?
She's, she's a strong 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Ooh. Yeah, she was amazing today. It was lovely to see Becky Paper crafting. You've got your spring accessories in there as well. Again, these are the kind of things that will help you, I think, cross-pollinate between other collections like you guys have chatted about the sunflowers, like your farmhouse collection, like your butterflies and your dragonflies. Beautiful spring borders in there too. Absolutely stunning. Then you're going to get your blossoming daisies. So this is the set that you saw just a few moments ago, Sarah, creating those beautiful daisies, whether you want to use your papers or indeed the flower-forming foam, which is included within the collection. On top of that, the Daisy Bloom set, which we'll see in just a little while, hopefully. This is such a great set. The stamp is amazing. And then, of course, you've got that die, which is broken up to allow you to place your die cut exactly where you want it to go on your project. Lots of lovely little sentiments that go with that as well in stamp and die form. And then there is that gorgeous Daisy Meadow. That's the embossing folder, the 3D embossing folder that Sarah just used for that last project. I think it's my favourite item within the bundle as far as the consumables are, as far as the hardware is concerned, I should say. It's an amazing bundle. You get all of the consumables as well that I showed you just a few moments ago. That's the full set right there for £79.20, $103.20. And the 55 of you who check out, the final 55 chances of the showstopper will also get thrown in for free a set of Stampin' Dies from the Sunflower collection. You've got the Gnome Boy from the Garden Gnomes collection with the stamps and dies, and then that beautiful, I call it the Build a Bouquet set from the Farmhouse. It's actually called May Your Day Bloom.
That's the one, there's only 55 left.
Oh, right, there you go. So here's the thing. We sold out the original showstopper. There was one other item in this collection which is now gone. But hey, come on, are you joking me? 3 more free items thrown in for good measure. That's why you need to go for the showstopper. 55 chances left to jump in and grab this. 50 chances left to jump in and grab this. There will still be the full collection available. You just won't get the added extras after this. So why wait? Why delay? Get yours today. The majority of you are platinum that we know. $79.20, $103.20 if you're shopping in the US. Make sure you get to your free shipping by adding in some more of your consumables, or indeed things like your glossy highlights, your gilding wax as well. Keep chatting at me. Any more questions, any more comments, please do let us know. And let's get on to another demo, because I know Sarah wants to squeeze in at least another couple over the course of the next 15 minutes.
I'm open to get another 3 in.
I'm
going to have to get cracked on, aren't I?
All right then.
Right, okay, dome-fronted card.
Yes,
This is the one that I promised we would do next. I'm going to walk you through how to do the dome fronting on the card, and also those fabulous foam flowers, how we do the 3-dimensional foam flowers, okay? So let's start with the dome-fronted card first, right? Again, I'm going to go right back to basics for anybody new. So I'm starting with a 6x6 card. Actually, I'm not, right? It's a tiny bit smaller than 6x6, and it's because I use my A4, and I fold the A4 in half and then square it off. So if I just show you down the bottom, it's actually 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, because you can see it's on that dotty A5 line, right? So oh, there you go, George, just giving you it perfectly, right?
Perfect.
So what you then need to do is cut another piece of card that's the same height, but that's an inch and a bit wider, right? So this one is, instead of being just before the 6, it's 7. Right? And then what you do is you put a ½ inch score line at either side, so that what we end up with is, by the time the score line's over, pop that over there. Can you see? It's a tiny weeny bit bigger, so that you get that lovely, when we're going to wrap it around the front, you get that lovely dome on the front. Now, you can either stick them around the back, or what you can do is stick them onto the front, and then when you stick them onto the front, you can dome them a tiny little bit more if you want, all right? That's how you're going to do the dome front. Now, before we stick the dome front on, we need to cut our aperture in. Now, this is where your nesting dies, guys, will come in absolutely brilliant. So you want the background of your card fine. On the front panel here, you want to pop your nesting die in the front. So look what I've done, is I've done this with the aperture in the middle of one of my nesting dies, right? And then I've actually done a little bit of matting and layering, and put that die over the front so that we get the same aperture in the front.
Nice.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer that up on the front. Now, a couple of little techniques for adhesives, right? It is perfectly fine to use your tape pen to stick this onto the front of here, all right? The tape pen is more than adequate to give you a good enough stick, right? Now, when I'm sticking the front of this onto my card, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stick it onto the background card first. So I'm going to wrap them around the outsides like this, so that I get that lovely dome on the front, right? So all I'm going to do, my background card's a tiny little bit smaller. I'm going to put tape down there, tape down the side. Sticking tape to tape is that little bit stronger, right? So I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to go tape down here, tape down the edge of there, and then just lifting this up, so that that lines up over the edge here, right? And this is where you're just doing that little bit of twisting, as it was, so that we get that lovely dome coming in on the front of your card, right? Now, don't stick that onto the front of your card now with your tape pen. It's just not quite strong enough, right? It's just not quite going to cut it. So what I like to do then is use a little bit of red liner. Your red liner is thebomb.com.
It is.
All right? So I'm going to go straight across the back with red liner, so that I've got a really, really nice thorough stick. So just a little bit of glue school going on there.
Nice. Nicole just saying the 3D folder in this collection is ridiculously amazing. It's so beautiful. And do you know what, Kathy? You must be about the 50th person today to say how much you love daisies and how daisies are your favourite flower. I think that's a lot of people, Sarah, saying that they love daisies the most. She says she had them in her wedding bouquet. And she says, thank you, Sarah, for bringing this collection to us.
Do you know, I can't believe it. Not only have we never done daisies before, but actually it's the fact that we don't have them in many collections. So we did have them, you know, when we did that lovely Year of Flowers. And we did have daisies, I think they were January. We had a gorgeous daisy in there. But it's the first time we've done anything big on the daisies front, and in my opinion, Hashtag long overdue, all right? So I'm going to
about
just...
time.
Hashtag about time. I'm just going to stick this onto the front of my card. And actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stick this onto the front like that, right? And then, Ben, I'm going to do a Sara special. I'm just going to give it a trim down the edge.
Oh, right.
Right? Because I've decided I'm going to trim the card so that it's the same width. I've gone a little bit bigger bow than what I'd planned. So now I've got that same bow coming up the front of my card, right? Now, just to finish that off, I've done another cut of the die cut here, and I'm going to stick that over the top as well. And then we're ready to make some of our lovely daisies with the flower forming foam.
Oh, amazing.
And pop them on the front, right? So that's just going to come nicely around there. This is why nesting dies are really just next level for you. I mean, how professional does the base of that card look there?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that could be the base of a nice card. Oh, and this is also why you maybe want to use your repositionable glue if you need to get that there. Look, I've got that rightly in place in the end. Maybe it would have made more sense to stick that before I'd done my dormant, but you know, we got there in the end, right? So there's my nice base, and I've just done this lovely Love You, which I'm going to pop on the back here inside. So it's now ready. Base card, dome-fronted card. Look at the lovely size of the dome
Yes,
on
it's
that.
amazing.
Yes, ready to go with the daisies, right? So here we go. Let's get some daisies done. I've got a sheet of the white flower forming foam. Now listen guys, we have the foam. You can buy the extra packs if you know you're going to want a lot of white.
You can, yeah.
Right? Now, I always fold it into 4, and that's the perfect size to go into my mini, right?
Yeah.
So I like to go into the 4 with my mini, get the dies, and I'm going for them lovely, I call them a creator daisy. They're called blossoming daisies, technically, right?
They're called what daisies?
Blossoming daisies.
daisies.
Blossoming daisies. But I like to call them creator daisies, right? So I'm just going to cut 4 layers all in one go, right? You can take them out, and actually I'm going to lift the flowers out, and I'm going to get my next size down, and I'm going to go with the next ones, give them a trim, and actually watch what you can do. You can just take this off here,
cool.
and we can just move that up if you want.
Isn't it nice to have the white in there as well, because you could then use it outside of this collection if you just wanted to add a bit of ink to it for
You
other
can add ink
flowers,
to
couldn't
colour
you?
it to anything, absolutely. So I'm just going to go through there, they get the next level one there. And actually, adding a bit of ink is something I want to show everybody how to do. I'm just going to do a couple of daisies, so I only need the first few, right? So we've got, 1, 2, 3, 4 levels of daisies here ready to go. Now, if you want to add a little bit of ink, now is the time to do it, okay?
Right.
And your water reactive is the best ink to use.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to open this up, pick up a little bit of that ink. The greys are perfect, by the way. Just dabbing off the excess, and I'm just going to put a little bit around the edges like this, right? It's nice, and it's really, really subtle. And it's up to you how much you want to add, but on your daisies, if you notice, it's all tiny little bits of grey that we're adding. Now, only add a little bit, because what you'll find is, as you heat the foam, the colour will intensify, right? Now, also what you can do if you want is you can put them on both sides of the daisy, so the top and the underneath. Takes a little bit longer, but it's even more authentic. So you want really authentic daisies, you go on the top and the underneath of your foam with that tiny little hint of colour then.
So many of you just chatting about daisies. Lillian says she loves the paper, so much depth to it. It's amazing, she says. Alison says daisies. Here we go, such a happy flower. They make you smile. And Cindy Redmond says, my favourite flowers are a combo of daisies and yellow sweetheart roses. My parents owned a flower shop when I was growing up, and those were the flowers that I picked for my wedding bouquet.
Oh, how lovely. Loads of people saying in the comments that they've got a wedding bouquet. They had daisies in their wedding bouquets.
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely?
Lynn's joined us saying how much she loves this set, and also Lily of the Valley talking about glitter markers. She says, I have them and use them as accents on my cards. I have to hide them because my son always wants to use them.
Yes, get them used for everything.
They can.
Right, I'm not going to go on, Ben, doing the different sizes because it's the same technique, okay? So I've got 4 of the large flowers, and let me show you, for those of you who haven't used flower forming foam before, be prepared to be wowed.
Here we go.
So what you need to do is you need to get your iron. Now, the cheaper the iron, the better this seems to work. This one was less than a tenner, right? And all you're going to do is you're going to turn it the hottest setting possible. Really important, the hottest setting possible. And then if you do get our pack that has the tools in, we do the tools as a set. We also do this little foam as well in the set. But you can drop it onto anything, right? And watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my daisy, I'm just going to hold it over the iron a tiny little bit. As soon as you start to see it move, drop it down, right? And then you can either, while it's still warm, form it into a daisy on here. I'm just going to move my iron out of the way so I don't burn myself while I'm trying to work to the camera, right? Either form it as a daisy like this, if you want that sort of kind of shape, right? Yeah. Or you can form it as a daisy like that. Or in my case, you can do both, right? So let's just have a little look at that from the front, actually, and you might be able to... Can you see it actually forms that three-dimensional daisy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me show you that again then, right? So what we're doing is, we're going to take it, we're just going to hold it against the iron just a few seconds, get it nice and warm. Once it's warm, drop it off. Don't leave it like this, whatever you do, right? While it's still warm, it's very malleable.
Okay.
And you're just going to shape it around like this. As it's starting to cool, we're getting it all shaped, and what you'll find is there's always a lot of static if you use it on this pad, right? Then open it up, lie it flat, and I'm going to shape it again a little bit into the centre.
Yes.
So now you get that lovely kind of blossom and daisy shape, right? So I'll pop them to one side. I'm going to do the same with the other two, Ben, while everyone's watching.
Just remind us, Jules wants to know what kind of ink pad you just used on the foam.
Harmony Water Reactive, and the exact colour that I've just used there, if you want to use the exact colour, I used anthracite.
Yes.
But any of the greys would work. I wanted quite a warm grey, so the anthracite was lovely for that, but any of the greys would work really, really well to give you that really authentic looking daisy.
Jill just saying, I used to make daisy chains for a 100-year-old who my dad gardened for. She was 103 when she died, like a great-grandmother, but not related. That's such a lovely story.
It's a lovely story.
And again, so many of you sending in lovely comments today, telling us how much you love daisies, you know, reminiscing about, you know, how much you love this flower. And I love the fact that this collection has, you know, made you guys kind of think back to maybe happier times and think back to memories like weddings and celebrations where, you know, daisies have played a part. So that's really lovely to hear from you. Keep those coming through. I think just generally, this has been such a huge hit, this collection. We are going to give you a chance to check out after this demo, but probably less now than 50 of these remaining once the system updates. So don't kind of rest on your laurels. If you want to get the showstopper deal, which we'll recap on in just a bit, please, please, please make sure you get it.
What I'm going to do, Ben, is just a tiny little bit. Oh, man. These glue guns, I tell you what, we are... Do you know what it is? It's because we leave them switched on for way too long, right? And we need shooting. So all I'm doing is I'm turning this around the other way, and then we can give it a nice, hopefully a little... Oh, I've got a little spider's web. Hopefully a tiny little squidge of glue. Now, what you can do, if you're not using the glue gun, guys, you might want to use your 3D glue gel. And the 3D glue gel would also work really, really well. I just like to use this because it's of its immediacy, right? So there's two in there. I'm going to come another tiny little glob. Look how it is, a tiny weeny little glob in the middle, right?
It's like a pea size.
Next one comes into there, and again, I'm going to use that fact that it's heated, but there we go. I'm going to move it round. 3 is probably plenty there for me, right? And then I've done one of those centerpieces. And again, those centerpieces, just give it a little bit of shaping, either in the centre of your hand, like I'm doing here, or you can do it on your little glass mat, not your glass mat, your stamping mat, right? A little bit of glue into there, pop the centerpiece in, and there is that lovely daisy, but it's going to be all three-dimensional.
That's gorgeous.
Isn't that lovely? Right? So what we're going to do now is, we're going to bring this in and we're going to decorate the front of the card. Now, I've done 2 of these cut out into green cardstock. So if you're going for the linen effect, well, your linen effect cardstock's in your big bundle, you're going to do a couple of those cut out. Now, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to position one along here like this. So again, just a couple of little just tacks of the glue, right, just to hold it in place onto the bottom here. So one will come along the bottom here. And then my second one is going to climb up the side of my card like this, but I want it to climb out a tiny little bit. So again, a couple of little specks of glue onto the edges like this, and I'm just going to pop this coming up the side of the card, right? Now, usually you'd be thinking, well, what's going on down here? But actually, I'm going to start off with my first lovely daisy down in that corner, right? So first lovely big daisy down in that corner. I've got another one whereas those have gone outwards, I've let these cup upwards. So I just stuck it together the other way, Ben, right? So that one is going to go next to it like this.
Perfect.
Now, all of a sudden, we've covered that corner.
You have.
Now, I've done a couple in the smaller size, right? cupped a little bit. I've done a couple of the tiny ones as well, and I'm just going to position all of those on. So watch like that tiny, let's go with this one first, right? This will come down here, and I'm going to add that onto the bottom there. Making sure I'm showing some bits of this. And then this tiny one, I'll go up on there because the cardstock's strong enough, because it's only foam, strong enough to hold it up there.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah,
I
it
love
really
that
is.
idea, right? I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to pop this one on here, and that's going to come and sit coming into the side of my card. And then again, a tiny little amount on the edge here, and I'm going to hold that in place on that edge. Yes, look at that. That is looking spectacular. Different styles of daisies on the edge there.
Am I allowed to change my favourite demo of the show?
Oh, look at that. Ooh,
That's
look at them
special.
daisies. And look at the different effect where we've done the pointed out or the cupped up. Those are the two different styles that you can do. But I think spread them out and have them climbing around your card, but climbing into the card like what we've done here. I think that looks fabulous. Right, Ben, I'm bringing this one over and getting ready for the next one.
I tell you what, smashing the demos out left, right and centre. You are going to go away this evening, this morning, this afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are, with so much inspiration. Thank you. 3 demos on this show so far. We'll at least squeeze in another one before the end of the show. 2 demos that you can go back and watch from Becky earlier on as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 5 projects already that you can go back and watch when you get your Daisy collection to get crafting with. And please, 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 when you get your collection, you start crafting with us, make sure you pop up all of your makes on our various Facebook pages. Tag Sarah, tag me, tag Becky, because we love to see what you've made. And it's a great way as well to kind of share your inspiration with everybody else who's picked up the collections too, so that everyone goes away making the most amazing projects. And you just really can't fail to make amazing cards with a set like this. We'll just show you here again everything you're going to get. This is the new launch. This is the new collection. It's a substantial collection. I literally couldn't believe earlier on. I purposely didn't look at the price this morning on Wake Up Haul. You saw my reaction when I saw the price that we were doing this for. It is incredible. I was shocked. £99 or $129. Then you take off your platinum discounts. We know the majority of you are, so that's £79.20, $103.20 for the set. This is still available right now, and it will be available when this 40 disappears down to 0. Those 40 represent the showstopper deal. Now, the original showstopper deal disappeared. However, Sarah, being as generous as she is, got on the phones, made that executive decision to bring you another showstopper. And all it is, we had another cut and emboss folder from the Secret Garden collection, which sold out the original showstopper deal. However, we thought, well, Sarah thought, you know what? So many of you will have waited for the launch show. You'll have got up at, a normal time, not 6 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning, and we didn't want you to be disappointed. So basically, if you're one of the final 40 people that orders this collection, you'll get thrown in for free this beautiful stamp and die set from the Sunflower collection, this amazing gnome boy from the Garden Gnome set, that's stamps and dies too, and then this beautiful Build a Bouquet collection from the Farmhouse set. So all of that is thrown in for free on top of the amazing Delightful Daisies collection, but it's only the next 40 people to check out that get that. So I would urge you to do it. Hundreds and hundreds of you have bought this over the course of the day today. It has been such a smash hit. It's been the biggest launch of the year so far. Could potentially be one of the biggest launches of the year. I know we're only 13 days into it, but this has been mammoth today. I cannot believe how many of these have sold. Don't miss out on it. If you're in the US and you're platinum, make sure you get more of those consumables, add some more individuals into your basket to get up to that free shipping and handling. But let's give you a chance to do that right now. If you want this showstopper deal, head to the checkouts. We'll come back with more inspiration and the all-important votes for demo of the show and demo of the day. All that to squeeze in the final half hour. We'll see you in a mo.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate. Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some... We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Ooh, we're busy. We are busy. It is going to be a case of if you don't check out the showstopper deal in this show, you ain't going to get it. I'm calling that quite confidently because we are very, very busy indeed. Lots more of you checking out your baskets during that short little break. We're going to try and squeeze in the last sort of half an hour or so 2 more demos, but amongst that we've got all of the votes to do as well. I just want to make sure that if you are going for the showstopper deal like the majority of you are, that you're not leaving behind kind of consumables that you'll definitely need to add in, because you'll whiz through the papers, you'll whiz through the vellum, and then if you haven't got extras, you'll kick yourself because you didn't order more. So please order more. I just wanted to quickly flash up details for you that we've got on the various paper pads. Particularly if you're in the US and you're a platinum member, don't leave, what is it, $103 I think for the full collection. Make sure you get up to that free shipping and handling. Add some more of the paper pads in, the 12 by 12 paper pads. I mean, if you're one of those people, you know, who loves to craft with a few, save a few, to stroke and sniff and just admire, then you absolutely need to order more of these. And don't forget, once these are gone, they are gone. That is it. So there's no point thinking, oh, well, I might come back, you know, in a few weeks' time or whatever it might be and order some more. They might not be here. So please take the opportunity now to grab as many as you think you need of these consumables, and then some more on top, because it would be such a shame if you ran out mid-project, and you really will be kicking yourself. For just another £11.99 or $15.96, you can add one of the 12x12 paper pads into your basket. We've also, of course, got all of the other consumables available for you too. The 6x6, so we're having a look at that next. We are. Again, that is just the 12x12 in miniature, so we've shrunken it down for you into the 6x6 size. Again, absolutely beautiful is this, and for an extra £4.79 or $7.99, you can pop that in your basket. And worth bearing in mind too that maybe if you've already ordered the showstopper deal today, and now you're thinking to yourself, oh, I ought to order some more consumables. If you can order enough to get up to that £50, $50 threshold, you'll also save another 10%. So it is really worth thinking about that, building up that basket total to get your extra discount as far as that's concerned. That's the 6x6, which is also available individually. The vellum pad as well, 24 sheets of our stunning vellum. I think one of the most beautiful vellum sets that we've done here. And again, you're going away tonight. If you're we'll get the details up for you here. If you're going away tonight thinking to yourself, didn't quite know what to do with me vellum, you've got loads of hints and tips. Becky was using vellum in her demo a little bit earlier on. Sarah's been using the vellum for you tonight as well. So you've got plenty of ideas as to how to incorporate this within all of your makes, whether it's cards, whether it's boxes, so many ideas for you. And don't forget, once you get this collection home, you've got all of the demos that you can go back to and watch from today's shows. And of course, there'll be masterclasses on this. Of course, there'll be a craft along further down the line as well. So we're always providing more and more inspiration. That vellum pad is flying individually at £10.39 platinum or $11.99. And then you might also want to pop into your basket more of the linen cardstock. This again has been, I mean, the whole collection has been beautifully created for you, hasn't it? Just makes it easy for you to craft with. We don't want to send you away and you going, well, I've got the papers, but I haven't got the cardstock to coordinate with it. We've done it for you. Our linen cardstock is amazing. If you've bought any of it before, you will know just how beautiful the detail is. I never think it shows up brilliantly on screen, but basically, if you've bought linen cardstock from us before, it's as good as we always bring to you. You're going to get 6 different colours, 4 sheets of each. That brings you your 24 sheets, and that is just £11.99 or $15.96. As I've said, please don't leave it on the table thinking, oh, I've got enough. Grab more than you think that you'll need, because I'd hate it if you come back and then we've sold out of various items of the consumables. So that is definitely the way to go. Right. Are we moving on to a demo?
Yes.
We are.
Absolutely.
2 to squeeze in, I think,
well,
if we
I'm
can,
saying this,
Sarah.
right? I'm going to make you a deal.
Okay.
I will do a demo
on
the understanding that you guys will chat a lot with Ben.
Right.
I need more chit-chat than we've had the rest of the show. That's because I'm going to do a bit of colouring.
Oh, there you go, colouring coma. I knew it.
And I can see that I've been watching this demo, and I've been desperate to do it since we started the show, because I'm going to get my tri-blend brush pens out, and I know I'll go into a little colouring coma showing you all. And I want you to be able to get, George will get on lovely and close when I do my colouring, so that you can watch what I'm doing, but I will not, and I know it, I will not be able to chat and colour at the same time, right?
Okay, well, I'm ready for you.
He's ready for me, right? Okay, so I'm going to start with the stamp, right? And I'm just going to it's a lovely stamp, and it's been, you've got to remember the difference is, Ben, right? Our team are so awesome, right? All of these are illustrated specifically for you to do your colouring with, right? So if you just, know you're going to want to love to colour, then you know that we're going to have thought through all of that for you as you're going, right? So all you do is you're going to take this, I'm going to pop this down. Let's have a little look. I want this to come up, right? And I want my piece to just go off the side a little bit, right? So I'm going to get this going up the top and then off the side like that. Yes, that's how I'm happy going to stamp that down. Now, I should have used my 8x8 stamp positioner so that if I missed a bit, I could have gone back over.
I've got that on the show as well, by the way.
Well, now you tell me.
Sorry.
You see, I could have done that. Now, never mind, right? Top tip, guys. Put another sheet of white card behind where you're colouring, right? Now, for those of you who want to colour along and do exactly this, I'm going to use the ice grey blend for my daisy. I'm going to use the golden yellow blend for the centres. Yeah. And I'm going to use the citrus green blend for the flower, for the what you call them? Leaves, leaves, right? Should we start with the leaves, just so you can see, right?
Okay.
You always start with a nice base of alcohol. So you're going to put a nice base of the colour down to start with, right? Then what, and actually I'm going to go right down the stalk as well with the colour, right? Then you come to your darkest one, and I'm going to put my darkest one up the centre like this, Ben.
Yep.
Out through the middle bits. So but I've already got that nice base of alcohol to start with, right? Which means when you start to come in and blend these out, it's actually a lot easier because you've got that base of colour that you're working from.
Yeah.
Whereas if you hadn't put the base of the alcohol down to start with, it would be a lot harder to do your blending, right? Then you can come back over and you can just go right back over everything.
Yeah.
And you've got that lovely blend of absolute perfect harmonious colour. And if it's not perfect, I'm going to show you a little trick at the end to make it look like it is, right?
Okay.
So let's do that again on this one here. So again, I'm putting my nice blend of colour, but I'm not worried about being exact around the edges,
no.
right? I'm just getting enough of this in to kind of get me started, right? So there's my nice colour. Then I'm coming in with the deep shade. So everywhere you'd have shading. So I'm following the veins of the flower for this, right? The veins of the leaves even. Sorry, you see, this is why I can't talk and colour at the same time.
You just give me the nod when you want me to take over.
And then I'm going to go, when I start on the daisies.
Okay.
When I start on the daisies, I'm an absolute goner.
Start
and I'm
drifting
just,
off.
yep, just going to start and warn you now, right? So now I've got that lovely blend of shade. And then I'm going to come in with these and I'm going to start and get right into all the little detailed crevices there, Ben, right? And blend all of that colour out at the same time. Now, the good thing about all of our tri-blends, whether it's the tri-blends, the tri-colours, the brush markers on these are absolutely just second to none, right? So you can get into all those little tight, tiny bits and it'll come out absolutely perfect. I think there we go, in there like that, right? So there's my shading. Now, what I'm going to do, because we can't put a base of alcohol down, I'm going to put a base of alcohol with the blender pen. So I'm going right over there with a nice base of blender pen. You can't see it, but it just means that I've got that alcohol on there to work from to start with, right? Now, this is the bit that I love. I'm coming in with the lightest shade, and I'm going to just start and I'm just going to flick from the edges in under the ends of the daisies. Okay. But notice what I'm doing is I'm turning this round. The Tiffany rotating board would be an absolute godsend right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Except I didn't think to ask Tracy before I start the show, right?
Sorry.
So I'm just going to bring that in there and then look. So all of this, because I put that base of alcohol down to start with, Ben, you've got that lovely blend coming in. And then you see it looks really wispy as we go because you don't see where the end of the pen is. Now, if you find it's a little bit too grey, right, you can always go and take a little bit of the colour out by using your blender pen again. Right?
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm putting the grey in to start with. I've gone all the way around with the grey. Then if I'm not happy, if it's too much, I can come in and I can lift it back out with that lovely blender pen and just lighten it that little bit further, right?
Absolutely, brilliant.
So I'm just going to go right through that and just blend out all of this. I used to have an obsession with the blender pen.
I've never seen it used so much as you've used it on this show.
Leanne always used to say to me, put the blender pen down, Sarah, put the blender pen down. You can blend with your lighter colours. But I always say, because it takes colour out. But for it to work, you absolutely must have that other sheet of white behind, right? Because it's pushing all of the colour down there. Now, the blender pen, you can buy it actually as a separate. Yes, it's in the bundle deals that we do, but you can also buy it as a separate pen if you just want to get extras of it.
Yeah, and it is in stock, which is good news.
Right, remember what I showed you at the centre?
Yeah.
We're going to colour it with the lightest one, right? And then you're going to come with the darkest one, and you're going to do a U all the way around the base, right? Okay. So we have lighter at the end, and then we come round in the middle like that with a U.
Yeah.
And then the next lightest shade, little circular motions, and we come a little bit further, but keeping that kind of U shape as we're going round.
Yeah.
And then you come with the very lightest one, and you blend that into the centre.
So good.
Right? Now I'm going to do exactly the same with my other daisy down here, just because I absolutely love it, and I wasn't going to do both, but I'm going to now because I love it. I'll just code for.
I know, I'm ready. I'm there. I'm in.
He's there.
Thank you for all the lovely comments coming through. Kate says, I'm really liking the B-sides of the paper pad in the Daisy collection. They're beautiful, so well coordinated, but add an extra set of textures to the florals.
Yeah.
Michelle says, I'm so glad that I did all of my shopping during the wake-up call show so that I can just sit and enjoy the show. Let me know in the comments as well, who was up for the wake-up call show this morning and bought the collection earlier and are still here now? Who's like been there for the whole day? Who's done the marathon? Who's been in for the whole day? Nicola, I know you have. Nicola's in the gallery going, me, me, me. We've been in it together all day, haven't we? Me, Nicola, George, we've been here the whole day. If you've been with us for the whole day, do let us know. Enchanted Craft Fairy says, just shopping for the Daisy collection on the website. Wow, you say. What a cheerful collection. It is beautifully accentuated with the colour palette. And by the way, lots of great shows to go back on. I know Olga's just saying Corin did a vellum show that was amazing recently. So if you want more hints and tips with the vellum, you can. And I would also encourage you, whilst we're watching Sara just colouring here, to go back on to Tuesday of this week, New Year, New Craft, where we had a fantastic day dedicated to colouring. Leanne was in on the whole day. So if you've got any wants to look at more colouring ideas, hints and tips, we had a fantastic day with Leanne. So do go back and watch that. All of the content from this week, of course, is available on Facebook.
Sarah also did some lovely shows on Monday.
I was just about to go back.
If you were wondering,
hang on a second. Hang on a second.
Just say. Well, can I just say, while you're going to chat and tell everybody how lovely my Monday shows were as well, you don't want to leave me out, do you not? Right?
No.
What I am going to do is I'm going to go around the outside of the daisy to make it pop a bit. So I'm going to go to the mid shade of grey now, right? And I'm just going to, actually, do I want the mid shade of grey? Or what I really want, I don't know if it's going to be, is I want one of me tri-blend pens, or, yes, here we go, I'm going to go Ice Grey 3 Classic.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to come, so it's not too dark. Now you're talking. But you want a bullet tip for this.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, yes, for the fine detail.
And it just, do you know, I think I might try it with a brush just to see what the difference is.
Is this just to kind of make it pop off the page a bit more?
Pop. Yeah, yeah. I've got the control to be able to do it with the brush.
But just whilst you're doing that, can I just say Monday was my absolute favourite day. I mean, what a day Monday was. It was me and Sara.
Awesome presenter. Yeah.
Sara, I mean, absolutely awesome. The die cutting day that we did on Monday was probably my favourite day of the week so far. I mean, a close second, this show. With my highlights of the week so far. But no, loads of great content that you can go back to and check out. By the way, can we just, I don't want to be kind of the bloke who's going, buy now, because it's a nice relaxing bit of the show, but you do need to buy now, because look over that side of the screen, there's only 28 chances left to get the showstopper deal. Don't leave it on the table. Don't wait till the end of the show. As much as we're all enjoying relaxing and watching Sara's colouring, please don't wait until the end of the show, because I cannot guarantee that you'll be able to get this showstopper deal when we finish in 15 minutes time. So please get it now. In fact, Nicola is just saying you won't be able to get it. So please check out your baskets now, just whilst we're watching Sara putting the finishing touches to this beautiful daisy, because you really will kick yourself if you don't get the showstopper deal with those thrown in bonuses as well. And do make sure, again, if you're in the US, top up that 103 to free shipping and handling with more consumables. Ingrid B just saying Sara is the queen of multitasking. That's what I always say. Queen of multitasking.
Not when she's colouring, she's not Ingrid.
Well, and can I just do a quick roll call for these people, the marathoners, is that a word? The marathon folk who've been with us all day today. Joe Bancoro, Donna Taylor, Olga Vasquez, Charlotte Everett, Tracy Madden, Betty Gossel, Melanie D, Rosalind Russell, Cindy Redmond, Mariah Rosario, and Mary Beth Doyle, just a few of the people who've been with us, Sara, all day today. They've pulled an all-dayer. What a team.
Come on. That is committed, next level crafters who wanted to see all the amazing demos we had with the new collection.
I'm loving that though, because you got in early, you see. Those of you that watched this morning, you snapped up the deals, you avoided all of this massive scrum that we're having now with people getting the last few of the deals in. And then those of you who were in this morning, have you been sat back in the show all smug like, just going, got my deal earlier, got my showstopper. I'm just enjoying the show with Sara.
I have to say though, Ben, it's not the end of the world if you don't get the showstopper.
But it'd be nice to though, wouldn't it?
Because you still get the complete collection. Is still, this is what you've got to understand, there's still the awesome saving, right? You just don't get the freebies. So all that people are panicking about now, guys, is the set with the freebies.
Yeah.
You're still going to get all of the Daisy collections. Not like we're in danger of selling out. We actually brought loads and loads of this Daisy collection in so that we didn't have this kind of panic and everyone going, I don't want to miss out on it. So, it's the freebies that people are panicking about at the moment.
So don't miss out on the freebies. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you'll still be able to get the collection, but you want the freebies, don't you? By the way, what a job you're doing over there.
What a job. I'm going to take that. What a job I am doing over here. I absolutely feel the same. Look at this, right? I'm going to take this now, Ben. We're going to stick this on here, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the dies that go with it to give it a little bit of an edge, right? So can you see I'm going to take that. That is going to, oh, hang on, where's it going? Like there. It's going to lie around there like that. And I'm going to put this now, watch, I'm going to try and be clever, right? Because I'm going to mat and layer, and then I'm going to try and hold my mat and layer and the die all down at the same time. Now, the reason I went round the outside with the grey is so that the mat and layer would also kind of cover on that. You'll see what I mean in a second, right? I'm going to pop this on here. I'm going with all of my other plates, lining them all up. I've just realised it's 47.
I was going to say, I'm just realising we're going to have to do a vote soon. So is this one going to go in?
Yes, it is. I'm going to finish this one in a second, and then you can be voting while I do my last one, which I know won't make them over the show.
No.
But
oh, so you're still going to do one more?
I'm going to try. I mean, I might have to miss a few little steps
miss a few
in it
little
or
bits.
whatever,
All right,
but you'll get the idea, right?
Yeah.
So, lifting that off there like that, right? And then watch what I'm going to do. I'm just going to trim this up to here, right? There it is. And then down from there, so that what we get is a little bit of dimensional crafting going on like that. Yes, that's what I'm talking about here, right? So, and I'm going to, because we've done that, I'm now going to use, because you cut through 2 layers, I love that halo effect around here. I'm going to use the all-purpose so that I can get a perfect mat and layer, right? So that is just going to go onto the front here, and I'm going to just manoeuvre that exactly into place. And this is why I held him at, look at that. And then where we've got a tiny little bit, let's get me mat and layer perfect as well. Where's me? Right. Around here, I'm just going to take it around the edge of here as well, just to fill in all those little pieces of white. And then nobody's got any idea that they were doing. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Right. So that's going around there like that. So there's my shadow effect on there.
Yep.
And then that will mat and layer onto the front of a card. Now I've got a nice simple card, so I'm going to put that onto the front there.
Yes.
And actually, I wanted to cut round this as well. I think I've got one, yes I have, that I prepared earlier, right?
22 of the showstoppers remaining, by the way. Sorry, quickly.
Craigie,
Hurry,
right.
Go.
Whew, you snooze, you lose, guys.
Snooze, you lose.
You snooze, you lose. Right, so a little bit of matting and layering on the front of this one as well. Always using that glue, because I mean, I'm good at getting everything in the right place the first time, right?
Yeah.
I'm not perfect.
No.
So none of us are. So can you see, I'm just making sure that I use that to get that lined up. Absolutely spot on.
Yep.
I've got a little bit of the cardstock to go on the inside just to finish it off next level.
The reverse patterns are just as good as well, aren't they, on the paper?
Do you know what? I've used the B track on nearly all my cards here.
Yeah.
I haven't got A track. Oh, the first one I used some A trackage.
Yep.
But I've just used a bit of, when it's just in the background like that, don't be thinking you always have to, you sometimes don't want to take away, you want it to look, you know,
That's
not
it.
too much. Now, watch this, I'm going to stick this on here.
Yep.
I might just go and use a little bit of this so that I can rub away any excess that we don't want, right? So I've just got a tiny little hello, be nice and subtle up the top here. I'm just going to leave that to dry. And do you know what? I think it needs a little bit of this down here. Yeah, little piece on there. Yes.
Amazing.
Nice and simple, but looking very, very effective. Would you like me to bring that over for you?
I mean, don't
so
chuck it my way.
I'm going to bring it over.
Bring it
so
my
that
way.
I can go in with demo of the show.
All right, I tell you what, that's amazing. I mean, some great projects tonight. And you are going to do one more, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to go and get ready. I've got 9 minutes.
Okay,
9
so
minutes. Let's get cracked on.
Let's get the vote going on the demo of the show. You will have about 2.5 minutes to get your vote in on that, and then we'll do the demo of the day. So here we go. Card number 1 is this one here. So that's 1. Number 2 is this beautiful card here with the 3D embossing folder. Number 3 is this one here with the beautiful foam flowers. Or number 4 is this one here that you've just seen Sarah make. So 1, 2, I love 2, 3, I love 3, or 4. Vote now. You've got 2.5 minutes to get going on that. Benita just saying, Monday, Sarah, that's when I watched you use a gutted out piece of paper for matting and layers. I've learned so much watching you. Thank you.
Oh, Amazing.
And also, if you need more matting and layering techniques, yesterday's shows with Leanne, card making, there's plenty to watch there. Eleanor says, I was here for the whole day. I resisted the purchase of this collection, but I've given in. I didn't get the 4 free gifts, but I did get the 3, so I'm still happy. There's 18 chances left to get that, by the way. Loving the show, says Gigi. I've learnt so many tips and tricks. Thank you both so much. Love the outline around the flowers, says Roseanne Baker. And we've got 8 minutes left. In that time, Sarah reckons... I mean, I'm not doubting her because I know what she's capable of. So I'm not doubting that. Sarah's going to try and squeeze in. It's going to be a bit of a Blue Petery demo, I think, really, with here's some stuff I did earlier.
Well, I'm going to have to just cut some steps out, right? What I have done is I've taken the charming Daisy, which is a lovely topper. I can't like to call this a topper piece, right? Oh, my word, there's only 18 left, Ben.
I know, it's less than that,
That's only 18 of the showstoppers. 15. There's only 15 of the showstoppers, guys.
15 of the showstoppers.
That is not the complete collection. So don't panic.
But sort of panic.
If you want the 3 free gifts, do get it, right?
Yep.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm very, very carefully... is that the end? I think that's right. A little bit of, oh, don't be my last dotty one, guys. Oh, no, my dotty one's right at the end.
What do you...
Can I have another dotty tape pen, Trace?
I'll see if I can quickly find you one. I'm going.
Right, well, I'll tell you what, you go and do that. While you're doing that, then I'll make the base card up, right? So I've got a regular 6x6 card, done as a fold back. And then I've got some of them absolutely and I'm kid you not, guys, they are the most gorgeous papers, right? So this is I love the blue shades in this one, and watch how it comes to the next level when I do the blue onto the craft card like this, right? Now you could be taking it next level if you wanted to do something like, maybe you wanted to do the blue, you could use the edge crimper, you could use the blue, and you could be doing the blue and doing a little bit of, look at this, it's so good. You could be doing, and the lid.
Sorry.
So your blue could be going on the edge crimper, you could be doing a little bit of inking around the edge to deepen it a little bit, but personally, I think that is just gorgeous, right? So I'm going to just do that, and that is going to go on the base of the card like this, right? Now, I've also done the same layers of matte and layer on the front here. Okay. So I'm going to do the same again, Ben.
Whilst you're gluing those down,
I've
got a result, and we can do the demo of the day.
Oh, go for it.
Demo of the show. George. 3.
Which one's that one? Oh, the dome fronted one. Oh, controversial.
So, vote for the demo of the day. Careful how you vote. Number 1.
That was tactful.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. Number 1 is Becky's card from Wake Up Call with the vase. Number 2 is the card that Becky made during the second show today. Actually beat her Softcraft project that she made. You loved it so much.
Oh.
Or number 3 is the one that you've just voted for with Sarah. So 1, 2, 3. You've got 3 minutes to get your vote in. Go.
Right, I'm using the lovely dotty tape pen that Ben brought me. Look at the amount of tape I've put on here, guys, right? Loads of it. And I use the dotty tape pen so that we don't get any bits sticking up from the edge. And really important, this bit here, right? I want you to use your... Oh, you can either just rub it away like this, right? Or you can use your... cleaner, right? And get it nice and clean so that you can do all your piece, right? Now, I'm going to paper piece it, guys. I was going to show you how we cut this out again in the white and keep all the little bits that we've left. I've got all the bits that I've left, right? So can you see I'm just going to give myself a little bit of a hint of colour around the edge here, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out which bit goes where? Do you know? I think that might be. Is that? No.
Oh, you've got about 3 minutes left.
Talk amongst yourselves, guys.
Okay. Whilst we're just watching you stick loads of.
That's
you just,
it.
Oh, you've done it.
Right. You're all right. You're all right. I'm going. Right. I'm going to see how many of these bits I can get in.
Crafter's Companion has the most beautiful papers ever, says Dieta. Loving all of the makes so far today, says Rose. Love the outline around the flowers. Rhonda's saying, did Sarah get the message earlier from Leanne, I wonder, about doing an Academy of Sewing? Probably not, because Sarah's only just come back in from being on Channel 4 earlier today. But bear in mind, anything that you guys have suggested, like we were chatting yesterday, loads of you firing loads of ideas at Leanne, they have all been taken into consideration.
Oh, we've got a big product development day on Monday, so you've timed that really well.
Yeah, so you've timed it well. Everything that you've mentioned mentioned, of course, particularly yesterday when Leanne was here, has been noted and will be discussed. So just hang fire and you might see some of the ideas that you've thrown our way come to fruition over the coming months to come here at Crafters Companion. We've got about 2.5 minutes left on the show.
Well, you're getting the idea that I'm doing all of this lovely paper piecing with all these little bits in here. And even if I don't, well, look, I'm going to try and get all my daisy done at least. I think I've lost a little piece of my daisy off though. You know, all the best laid plans and all that, all these organised pieces. So you can see the idea is though, this was actually designed to be paper pieced.
Yes, exactly.
So I wanted you to see that. I think it's really important when people see it come to life and see it done, they're like, oh, I didn't even think about the fact that I could paper piece this one. So this lends itself perfectly well to all of that paper piecing. And then if I'd been slightly more organised, what I would have done is stuck a yellow piece behind before I started.
Okay.
Right? So if I'd done a yellow piece behind, what you would have ended up with is you would have ended up with a nice yellow middle, right? There's the yellow middle I was going to pop behind.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Now you got the idea, right?
Yeah.
But you piece all these bits in. You've got all them little green bits that would piece in as well.
Yeah.
That goes on the front of your card.
Yeah.
Makes a lovely centre case. And actually, if I show you the one that I've done, now you get it, right? So you can see all of this. I put the yellow behind, raised the hell up with some foam pads. But to me, what makes that so outstanding is the beautiful papers in the background, right? That is using less than half a sheet of your 12 by 12 to design that. And then this is the B track on the back of here. So it just shows you where you could be taking it.
Last chance saloon, last call on the showstopper deal. There are 12 remaining. And let's just reiterate again, you will still be able to buy the Delightful Daisies complete collection when those 12 have gone, but you won't get the freebies. So if you want to get those freebies, you need to be checking out now. And if you're not checking out now, you need to be checking out straight after the show when it finishes in 1 minute time. 1 minute's time. 1 minute time. Now, the demo of the day. Oh, it was close. Very close.
It doesn't want to be.
It's not that one.
Oh.
And I can tell you there were 2 votes between first and second place.
Right.
And the winner by 2 votes. You've done it, Sarah!
Oh, thank God. I tell you what, I've got to be in some chance of winning something this week. And you would think with all the shows I've done, I might have got in there. I've also found my last bit of Daisy, guys, which I'm just going to piece in here. Yeah. So I will finish that lovely demo off. And so maybe we think we can enter it as an extra on Sunday.
Enter it as an extra?
Yeah, because I'm in on Sunday, you know, when we've on for demo of the week.
So what you want to just add it into the...
Well, yeah, because it didn't make the cut, did it not? If I finish it, though, it still counts, doesn't it? Still in a few chances.
Maybe. Actually, we are a couple short for Sunday, so yeah, stick it in. Stick it in.
Yes, I'm on it. Right, OK, so I'll finish this card off and we'll put it in there. But, yeah, how nice is that looking?
Absolutely beautiful. What a day it's been. And by the way, even if Sarah doesn't win on Sunday, you know that she'll just stick her own stars up on there anyway, so it doesn't really...
But the moral of the story is, why don't you tune in on Sunday and find out what we do? Because Ben and I will be here wrapping up the whole week for Second Chance Sunday in that this same time slot, but on Sunday will be, and basically whatever the big deals have been all week, whatever we've got left, that is what we're going to be showcasing throughout the course of the 2-hour show. So make sure you join us for that show.
And make sure you're in early as well, because I do know that a lot of those deals, we don't have huge amount of stock available, so it is going to be a great opportunity to jump in nice and early. What a day it's been. A massive thank you to the whole team again today. It's been such a great day. Thank you to all the team here. Thank you to Tracy. Thank you to Nicola. And thank you to George. And thank you to Jamie, who was with us earlier on. Massive thank you to Becky Swan, who's been awesome through the day. Thank you to Susie and Rachel, who've been on the shows today too. All the team pulling out all the stops for you, as always. And a massive thank you to you guys for joining us. And a massive thank you as well to Sarah, who's been travelling all the way up and down the country today, but has come back in for the final show. It's been a pleasure, as always.
Oh, I've loved it. I've really enjoyed the show. I hope you can join us on Sunday. I'll try and fit another demo in with the Delightful Daisies. Yeah. And have a lovely weekend, guys.
We certainly will. Join Sarah and me on Sunday. Tomorrow going to be another fantastic day. Becky and Corinne with you tomorrow. Softcraft Day. And don't forget the first ever sew along tomorrow, 6 o'clock, 1 o'clock Eastern. Make sure you join us for that and all the other fun that we've got for you tomorrow. And more importantly than all of that, if you've got that showstopper deal in your basket, get it checked out. It's about to disappear. I will see you Sunday. Have a brilliant weekend. Don't forget to join us for that wrap-up Sunday evening here on Crafters TV. Until then, bye for now.